That's what happens when you press the wrong button. Also, what up, y'all? It's good to see you. Just gonna get some water real quick, BRB. All right, water retrieved. Let's get it. Let's get it. 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 Scurvy Day. That's a cool name. Get the scurvy. Drink a lot of. Drink all of the orange juice. Citrus. Calm your scurvy. All right, so we're at tall orbital. We need to kit out while we're here. What's up here in the... Sweet. Type-9 has arrived. Dope. That's kind of what I was hoping for. If it hadn't arrived, and it was supposed to take 45 minutes yesterday, I was going to be big mad. Launch the co-pilot.
Starting the ED co-pilot main process. Please stand by.
Off this thing. All right, playing.
The
Out here
ED
playing.
co-pilot process is starting.
The ED co-pilot process is starting. Going pretty well, fam. Hurt yourself. How? What, bro? What? Being silly. Being silly. How art thou this fine day? I'm great, Facial. How about yourself? I'll have to play around and switch to the Type-9, maybe. I brought it here in the hopes of switching out, but I might. Like, I was hoping to not change too much about what our current setup is. Because right now we got a lot of cargo space. But I also didn't want to sacrifice a size 5 cargo rack for, like, a discovery scanner, right? That just seems rude. Really. This working from home thing means more DJ streams. Appreciate you, Facial hair. Congrats on working from home. That's what I'm talking about. No, ooh, we could boost the refinery to level 5. We lose a decent amount of cargo space. We go from currently... Let's see, how much do we have right now? What? There we go. We currently have 672, so we would lose 32. So we go down to 640. I mean, to be fair, 640 is still a lot of space. I'm not mad at that. 78 degrees in the shop. Job's done, so that's a plus. Job's done. Appreciate the heart me hatter. What up? Good to see ya.
Good to see you.
It's always nice to see the DJ with the exclamation point when you show up, Hatter. You are a boss. I greatly appreciate you showing up. Throwing out the heart means good looking out. Thank you much. All right, so now if we can change this out to a, I don't need these right now. If we can change this out to a decent size refinery, I actually would not necessarily switch to the Type-9. It's still size 4s. Still, what the? Voice attack. I know those are my profiles. Stop it, bro. So I don't think they have a larger refinery. So sadly, we can't do that. But if they had, see, they don't have the, there's prospecting limpet controllers. So we could boost this to a prospecting limpet controller, but that doesn't give us the
Destruction.
like the multi-limpet controllers. There is no mining of this size, right? So that would be a waste of the space. Bindings don't help move the ship I'm using. Would you reinstall? No, that just means go in and tweak your bindings, K20. That's it. Like, you can go in and fully go to options, go to controls, general controls. Really, it doesn't matter which one you go to, but then you hit the drop down and then look for your controller or stick or whatever. If you have bindings that you already have set, if you have a controller and it's not there, if it's not in this list, then you just actually have to go through and like add each thing individually. That's what I did with these. And because like the default controls had like this trigger that I'm pressing right now, I'm pulling it on this side, this little screen over here. Pushing it is one thing. So if I'm pulling it like a trigger, but also it pushes. So like the push was set to like silent running, and I'm gonna accidentally bump this all the time. The last thing I'm trying to do regularly is silent running, so I had to fix that. So go in here and adjust your keybinds. It might take a while, but you'll get everything. Also, I see my sister showed up. What up? Low key, just I saw it flash. Sister Knight's here. Dope. Gonna spend time with the homies and fam. Hey, congrats, fam. I think beginner's guide for the full experience. I'm gonna make a great YouTube series. I feel like I don't even know if I'm the right person to do that. It's ponytail. It's like we saw Yasuke rocking it out in the Assassin's Creed, so I decided to do the bunny bun. I feel like it's weird because like the beginner's guide to the full elite experience would be basically like, here's what you do if you're trying to get into EliteDangerous. Do the tutorial 6 times. See, that is like a immersive elite experience, and that's a difference. So I feel like voice attack in HCS and track IR, that's like for the more in-depth situation. Also, we got the GGs and the roses. Appreciate you, Carrie. Appreciate you, Sister Knight. All right, so don't need another shield generator. We got JV with the follow. Appreciate you. Research lipids. Huh. Samples and biomatter from the surface of an alien vessel. I might have to make a Xeno ship. Huh. Had not considered it. Why do you listen to everything I'm saying right now? Stop it. So we got the prospector lipids. I feel like the multiple lipid controllers with the mining gives us prospect and collector. And then the controller for breaking them open is under hardpoints, because that's the seismic. It's a seismic charge launcher. Because then that just gets to where it is. I wish there was a little bit more time, because, man, love you right back, little sister. Appreciate you. You sure you have enough limpets? No such thing. You can never have too many limpets. I mean, you can, but like, we could just eject those joints in space. Dig 'em by with the raid. Appreciate you. How you doing? What are you up to? Thanks for bringing your community by. Good to see you. Hello. All right. So we need to go to outfitting. We still need the deep surface scanner. And the question was, the reason why I was looking at the Type-9 is because the way I have this set up, I don't want to lose the things that I have in here right now, right? Like, we got the refinery. There's no size 5 refinery here. So we need to go somewhere else to see if there's a size 5 refinery. That'd be the option. Multi-limpet controller is there. Now, the question is, if we can go to a size 5 multi-limpet controller, right? Because then we replace this cargo rack with a size 5 multi-limpet controller. We switch this out for the deep surface scan. So let's look at Inara real quick. Here's outfitting. There we go. We need to pop this up. Pop this up. We got the follow from Triple Tools. Appreciate you. Fellow solar user, nice.
Dope.
Yeah. Good to see you. How do you enjoy yours? Personally, it's my first time with a dual stick setup, so there's been a little bit of a adjusting process, but it's been pretty good so far. All right, so we are at, land disk. I love that the name of the system is land disk. Multi-limpet. Oh wow, it only ever goes to size 3, so there's no point in looking for one bigger than that. Now refinery is a different story. So we should be able to go to size 4 refinery. So we have the biggest refinery we can get. We have the biggest mining multi-limpet we can get. I don't want to remove the Super Cruise Assist or the planetary approach suites because we need those occasionally. I just don't feel like having a size 5 surface scan, right? Like, that's just a lot. The nice sticks agreed. Best ship for bounty hunting? really the best ship you feel like kitting out. The ship you feel like spending the most time putting time into and making work for combat and being specific, like which targets you're targeting, that's the best one, realistically. Otherwise, my preference typically would be Python or Anaconda, because those ships are just great. If you really want to go ham and like player v player type stuff, I'm guessing the Fer-de-Lance is still not an incorrect choice. When in doubt, whatever your ship you feel speaks to you, literally that. Wish me luck. Do my first 27-hour print. You got this. I believe you. I believe in you, and I believe in your setup. I believe you wouldn't be failing because you already know what you're doing. And I'm so mad because, like, literally, like, if I swap this out, like, I need the surface scanner. Like, I need it. It's only at a size 1. I don't see the point in doing anything. I could, yeah, you only have the planetary or advanced planetary suite. So literally, I'm wasting a slot by putting in anything else anywhere else. Because you can't get a bigger refinery than this. You can't get a bigger multi-limpet controller than this. That hurts. I had a Corvette that eats FDLs for lunch, but combat depends on the pilot too. That is very, 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 very true. Very true. Also, to get the Corvette does take a silly amount of time to rank up with the Federation. So if you have not ranked with the Federation, that's work.
Control, what's taking so long? Waiting to dock here.
So it's weird. PT and prep for ship out back to like high school weight. Dope. Vet grind is the worst. As someone who has a cutter, I understand completely. We are in the cutter right now, and it is taking a lot out of me to not just, like, I don't want to put this in a size 5 slot. Do you understand how much this hurts? Like, truly hurts. Actually, that's not the scanner we need for this, is it? I mean, I think, no, it is. It is, because you do have to probe the rings. Pain and sadness. Oh, it's 32 cargo space that I'm losing for this. Could just go back to fam. You know what it takes for me to not, like, literally, I have a Type-9 at this station. The only reason I'm not in a rush to switch to it is because of reasons. Like, we literally could just pop in here and then go see what it takes to adjust this to be a mining ship. Southern lunch, corned beef hash, spam, and a pickle. I mean, you can't really have corned beef hash without a pickle, bro. Like, I mean, you can, but like, it's not to be done, really. Corned beef hash is like one of my favorite types of hash. If you're gonna hash, food-wise, corned beef hash is the best, in my personal opinion. All right, so if we go in here, now we can scroll down here, and now we have plenty small size options. So, like, we could just drop this cargo rack. See, as much as I love the cutter for what it does, like, it's capable of mining. I just don't want to lose that 32 cargo for a surface scanner, bro. Pain and sadness. What up, Dominic? How you doing? How's your day going? All right, so now we got this. Then we got the multi-mining controller. I need to build the Xeno fighter ship, because just knowing that there's a Xeno Olympic controller is dope. Operations mining multi-controller, like, oh. Now what's the difference between these two? Active range. Sizable difference. Do it. So yeah, and then we go up to the size 4, we just pop the refinery right here. Like, no questions. 4A, and we get to A-rate it? No, I know I could go D-rate. But, like, the biggest difference is power draw. More integrity. And the bin count. So yeah, I'm just going to go with the 4A. Get it done. Got to come back from basic with a neck. I mean, that's rude. Didn't oopsie. Tried to power up all 4 3D printers at the same time. Circuit said nope. Sheesh. Have you ever watched Battlestar Galactica? Battlestar Galactica is one of the absolute best shows for sci-fi that has ever existed, in my opinion. It is fully dope, and I wish there was more of it. So now we've got this thing kitted. Detailed surface scanning so we can scan the surface of the rings. Multi-limpet controller so we can bop out the prospector limpets and the collector limpets. We got the fuel scoop. We don't need a big fuel scoop. This is a Type A fan. We got the refinery, and then everything else except for the shield is cargo.
Let's flippin' go.
Now, we do still need to go to the hard points and adjust these, right? So we got the mediums, get these schmediums going. So we replace this with mining tools. So we kick it off with a mining laser. Do we need a turret? Not really. I mean, we could put the turret in just for... What's the word I'm looking for? Multi-crew, if I ever do multi-crew. Abrasion blaster. Do I even need an abrasion blaster? I mean, it's not a bad idea, but like, do I know? Do I know? I don't think I do. So yeah, if I'm gonna get a mining laser, the size 2D is the only option because the 1Ds that are not gimbaled are just different. So do it. Type-9 doing Type-9 things. How so? You know, I got a giraffe neck. Hey, you can't help having a giraffe neck, bro. That's... If you got a long neck, that just means do all the shrugs on Earth. Like, just get every shrug you ever seen in life. And just have an even longer neck, just with bigger shoulders. Or just, it technically, it'll shorten your shoulders a little bit, because your neck, because your shoulders will just get bigger. I have many friends who have just, like, long necks and just, like, Brolic shoulders that are just disrespectful. So I look forward to seeing the proof of the disrespectful shoulder examples, my dude. So I found a YouTuber freestyling the wheels on the bus. That's hilarious. That is a choice. Mining tools. Subsurface displacement missile. No, I don't have a subsurface displacement missile. That would help with the stuff that we were seeing, because we've seen things that are under the surface that it would not be a bad idea to be able to pop out real quick. Like, but also, I want to make sure we got the seismic charge launcher right here, and then we'll put the subsurface displacement, one on the smalls, and another one's gonna be one of the missiles, or not a missile. Yeah. So one of these is gonna be a regular mining laser. I mean, well, the other one's turreted, so we might as well turret this one too. Should the Discord get a laugh out of it? Probably. Small hard points, mining 2Ls. Now the abrasion blaster is just popping off stuff that's like on the surface of an asteroid. But like this thing, I really feel like I need to get this thing just for one time. Just for the one time. Just to say I did. Really. Also want DJ's opinion, because you know DJ got bars. I mean, occasionally. Depending on the day, I might have a bar or two. I might have a bar, maybe a bar, buddy. You never know. You know what I'm saying? I think, yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, we don't need any of these. Not for mining. Although, that's not a bad idea. Thoughts on Raxla? I don't even know what Raxla is. People have been talking about it for ages. But yeah, I don't know. Thanny with the heart me, what up? Appreciate you. And TikTok just told me that you're one of the top 5 supporting viewers. Appreciate you, Thanny. Quick, I'm gonna hit you with a follow back just cause. Done. Why? I didn't even say anything. I just said done. There's no any of this. All right, let me look at this link, because people have been talking about Raxla for years, and it's like I've heard of the term, but I just really don't be paying attention to it. So let's see. A heresy or a Hershey bar. Let's see. Cora comes home soused and raving with wild stories, a new one every night. She claims she's found a map to some pirate's stash, and all I have to do is loan her my ship so we can go dig it up. Maybe we should go find Raxla while we're at it. Raxla is a legend that has been circulating among spaceships in one form or another for centuries. While there's little consistency among the various tales about Raxla, the earliest stories about it agree that Raxla is a definite place that holds a mysterious secret. Every explorer sets out to find Raxla at some point in their career, convinced they may have picked the thread of truth out of the sea of rumors. But if any have succeeded in their quest, they have held their silence. The equally legendary organization known as the Dark Wheel is said to have dedicated, or to be dedicated, to finding Raxla. Dope. I'm great. Danny, how about yourself? How are you? The earliest documented reference to Raxla dates to 2296 and originates from an entry in the personal art or journal of Art Tornquist, a shipboard mechanic based out of Tau Ceti. The entry does not describe Raxla or its possible whereabouts, but its existence is evidence that the Raxla legend was already in the public consciousness by that time. In some versions of the Raxla story, which were later shown to have a striking resemblance to the children's story Princess Apostrophe and the Spiraling Stars, and consequently became discredited, Raxla is said to hold an alien artifact called the Omphalos Rift, which acts as a gateway to parallel universes. Even after it was discredited, staunch supporters of the Omphalos Rift theory insist that the author of the children's story had knowledge of Raxla's exact location and deliberately wove clues into his book. Other Raxla seekers claim that Raxla is something else entirely, with theories running the gamut from an unremarkable moon to a state of cosmic enlightenment. A number of conspiracy theories assert that Raxla has already been discovered by either a sinister cabal or a lone individual who has harnessed Raxla's power to become the shadow ruler of all humanity. Students and commentators of Raxla lore have noted that the legend of Raxla is unusually influential, often leading Raxla seekers to become singularly obsessed with it. This has been compared to the concept of Fernweh, which is experienced as inexplicable longing for a place that an individual has never seen. So that sounds very much like everybody asking me about Raxla. So many people are talking about the Raxla. They are experiencing the concept of Fernweh, an inexplicable longing for a place that an individual has never seen. Those damn sinister cabals, damn them. Also, Cypher, what up, fam? Show some love in the chat to Cypher tier. If you have not followed Cypher, please fix it. Just fix it. Like, don't even question it. Just do it. You know, I will get electronic countermeasures. There's nothing in that space anyways. We got the shield boosters, and to not have a chaff launcher on a mining ship is disrespectful and inappropriate. So let me keep one of these shield boosters. I almost want to keep two chaff launchers out of principle, but I feel like if I switch it, they're going to fire off two at once, and that's just too many. Pre-packs running around, and we got the TikToks. Appreciate you, Danny. Pre-packs running around like a chicken. Gonna finish packing once I get this late lunch. Get the late lunch, get it done. Also, Chi-Town life. We're gonna have our buddies in the Chi-Town. There you go. All right, so to the modules. No, wrong button. There it is. So let's hit these fire groups up real quick. Me scoos. All right, so the seismic charge. We'll keep the mining lasers in group 1. Discovery scanner. Actually, no. If this is group 1, then we could just take all these off because I try to keep the discovery scanner in the very first loadout anyways. So then we'll put the seismic charge on 2. Mining laser, mining laser, mining laser, and then mining laser, mining laser, mining laser with the displacement missile on 2 on that other loadout. And then the last loadout, we're going to put not the surface scanner. Actually, we do need the surface scanner in one of them. So technically, we'll put the first surface scanner in this group. And then discovery scanner. Oh, wait, no, the surface scanner should be fine in that group because then we don't have to worry about the other things. And then we just need to worry about the prospector and collector. Interesting. It automatically is going to 2. Dope. I like that. All right, cool. So we've got our prospecting and collecting for once we're there. Like finding them. Actually, we should probably move that over here. And then move this group over here. So now, first loadout is the default. Alpha, then we use Bravo for prospecting and collecting. And then we scroll down to either Charlie for the mining laser with the displacement missiles or mining lasers and seismic charges. Either way, Charlie and Delta are for when we're at the thing ready to mine. Bravo is for figuring out which way we're going to go. Worth it. Worth it.
Worth it.
I like it. So I feel like this is a pretty solid loadout. thus far with the fire groups. I think we're good here. Let me make sure. I should probably go through and adjust some of these. So the seismic charge launcher definitely needs to be in like group 4 or 5. Shield boosters, group 2. Frameshift drive is definitely group 1. Mining lasers in group 4. No, I'll put those in the same group as the seismic charge. Then life support is definitely 1. Power distributors 1. Cargo hatches 3. Refineries is... Yeah, cargo hatch and refinery can be in the same group. This could be 5. Fuel scoop. Mining, multi-mining limpet controller. Put that in 4. Sensors. Yeah, we keep the sensor. Super cruise assist. We definitely keep that pretty high up, actually. Because we may need to get into cruise immediately. What up, little bit? How you doing? Then we got chaff launcher. Definitely. Cockpit canopy. I'm glad that these don't even get numbers. Like, don't even change. Don't even touch these. These are just there. They just do what they do. Watching players reminds me how intimidating this game is. I mean, it's intimidating, yes, but it's intimidating in a way that makes a lot of sense once you start playing around with it, right? Because it's intimidating in small snippets, because each part of this game is like a small part of it that once you get used to doing that one thing, it's easy. It's just that there's a lot of small things. Jeremy with the follow, appreciate you. So let's see, we get off of this view, and is there any engineering to be done with the frameshift driver? Frameshift drive. Ooh, it's already done. All right, cool. So now we just gotta look for those. Dope. Now the surface scanners. Do we have anything to read with them? No, mechanical scrap. We have none of that. I don't think we are at any kind of. And yes, I'm still working on the CG. Sorry for not answering that immediately. For those people who have already participated in the CG, is there a ring in the system that has platinum in it? What is the name of the Flight 6? These are the Thrustmaster Solar 2s. SOL-R. There's a Solar 1 for if you only wanted to get one stick, and the Solar 2 is if you want to have a dual stick setup. So let's see. How far are we from the community goal? I'm about to say, is it even still happening? Jeez. All right, 155 light years. Let's look in here. We can't even look in here? Offended. You are very welcome, Gordon. Let's say Shenzhen is okay. Is it close? Okay, that seems like further from where we are. Not really further, but close-ish. So that's 180 from here. Doesn't seem like it's going to be 180 from there. I wish I could easily find the difference between two locations. I wish I could Google map locations between two other stars. Love the game. They took away the console support. Yeah, they took away console support because of a bunch of reasons. There's a bunch of intense aspects that as a whole make it intimidating, but once they are broken down, they're not that intimidating. Literally that. It's like you have one thing and then you have another thing, like landing. Landing is one part of this game that requires a couple different steps. You got to be able to bob your landing gear. You got to be able to request docking. And then if you have auto docking, that's it. You're good. You don't have to do anything else. Gravy. Let me double check in here and make sure. No, I already looked at the contacts. They don't have anything I need. So now that we've got the ship kitted for the cargo, for the mining, we're good to go. So let's go put this out here. Dope. System map. Give me a NASA fact. This hoe ain't even listening to me right now. How dare you, ho? What? But, oh, the fuck. I said what? Y'all heard me say what? This nigga thought I said but. You think for a sci-fi setting navigation would be better? You would think. Nah, crash in mail slide. Don't crash in the mail slide. Open the system map, my damn self. Y'all are here playing. Oh, this is not the system we were in. We were in a GRV, something like that. We were in GRV, Gervilla. There it is. GCRV 375. 1075W. GCI. V103. Now, why is it going to take 2 jumps to get to GCRV? Okay, so I'm gonna do one jump now. It's gonna be 2 jumps to get back because this thing's jump range is mid. It's so mid. The jumps are some booty. Layton, current is 25.95. Oh, wait a minute. I could just check this in the check this in one spot. Outfitting. Since we already down here, we don't have to wait for the whole thing to move. Minimum of 1693.
salute.
Full for the 1693. We got Rob Rocky. Welcome back with the 61 months of it.
This is the way.
Appreciate you. Have I checked out Star Citizen? Winchester. I will answer that with a webpage. Oh, it's not even up. Ain't that? Oh, wait. There it is. This is my last decade of streaming on Twitch. These are my top 3 games. If it actually highlights. There we go. So my guess would be lots. You think the credits will increase for more than 440K? I don't even know. Appreciate the follow, Jamie. Thank you much. Am I flying a space trucker ship? I am flying a behemoth. This is basically a... What is the word I'm looking for? This is a big rig with mining lasers. That's basically what we're rocking right now. Let me see how many limpets we have. Repair all of that. Love me some No Man's Sky. Man, No Man's Sky is literally one of my favorite games because if I want to just hop in and see what I can get away with, see what I can do in a video game, No Man's Sky got me on lock, man. Let me just go do something silly. And then you're doing something silly. It's so dope. So fantastic. Indite. Do I even hear about that Indite right now? I could sell that for a quick 11K and not have to deal with pirates trying to ice me.
Control, this is Core Dynamics Victor Uniform 06. Requesting docking clearance.
Okay. All profit. Let's go.
Your pad is ready. Location has been sent.
Have you checked out Star Citizen? Just a little bit, basically. It's muffin time. It's muffin time! Ah, baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. I don't know why my brain connected muffin time to baking pancakes. Although I did like, one of my favorite things that I've seen recently is if you've seen Sinners or understand what is happening in Sinners, Walter E. Jones, who played Zach in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, put out a TikTok. It was like, when you've seen Sinners, but you don't trust your homeboy because he's looked the same for 30 years. Is it headset tied to your character's view? Yes. That is what's making it look around. It is called the Track IR. It is one of my favorite things. Its controls uses the Thrustmaster Solar 2 flight sticks.
Docking coupler disengaged. Take care when leaving station.
Yeah, we definitely need to work on the thrusters of this thing, but luckily in 0G, while it's a boat, it's a decent boat. External camera. So I know somebody's gonna be like, "What is this? Is what my ship looks like right now." This is my ship. This is the back.
Phrasing?
This is what it looks like from the front of the cockpit, like looking down at my position, and then you see like we got 2 co-pilot seats. 3 of them, damn. I didn't know there was that many seats. Sheesh. You can 4-man in this thing? Golly. There's 3 seats down here. That's ridiculous. Why'd you need that much? External camera. Thrustmaster OG, yes. How does this compare to Star Citizen to you? It doesn't. They're very different experiences, but they're doing the same things in different ways. Engage jump. How dare you? I did say engage jump and not super cruise, so that was my fault. What up, Demario? How you doing, fam? Thrustmaster OG. I mean, I've been using Thrustmaster for quite some time, so that's the thing. Bro got a space bus. Yep. I'm driving the space bus. The Space Greyhound. Now, technically, that's the Orca. Engage jump. Engage jump. I don't like it when it doesn't listen to me. I would accidentally boost. Sam Rockwell was in the TMNT movies and he's almost 60. Yeah. Yeah. Star Citizen's great if you have a big wallet. You don't need anything more than $45 to play Star Citizen, Jamie. I don't know. What up, Lev? How you doing? All you need to play Star Citizen is $45. There are a handful of ships that you can't buy with in-game credits yet, but the majority of ships that exist in that game are available with in-game credits after about a 3-month period of like, look, we need to make sure that, you know, we keep it low-key, much like EliteDangerous does with their new ships. Since we have the Corsair, for example, you can buy the Corsair with ARCs, or you could just wait and buy it with in-game credits after about 3 to 4 months, which is the same way that Star Citizen works. So if somebody has told you you need to spend money on Star Citizen, they've lied to you. 69, yeah, I firmly disagree with that, Lev. I don't have either of those things. So I would firmly disagree. You play as a merchant type or military type, mostly merchant and exploration. Prop EliteDangerous or drop EliteDangerous, play X4 Foundations. I mean, people keep coming in here to tell me to stop playing games that I'm playing and to play other games that I own in library. Have I played it much? No, because it's harder to play, but I own it. Like, what are you talking about? Like, stop playing a game that you like and play a different game that you also like. I always find it funny. Okay, with Star Citizen wiping your account every few months, there's a that's actually not how that works, Lev. They haven't wiped any massive way in years. They wiped one 4.0 like once and like maybe twice in the last 3 years. They don't wipe every few months, and even if they did, every time you boot the game up, it says, hey, this game is alpha. It's not done yet. So after 1.0, if you are frustrated with wipes, by all means be frustrated. But right now, if they put something out that, since the economy doesn't even function the way they want it to yet, once they put the proper economy in game, if they put something out that breaks and everybody gets super rich super quick, you don't think they're gonna wipe that? That's the point of it being alpha. Alpha, for those of you who don't know, means that the game does not have all of its features in game. Beta means it's feature complete, but they're tweaking the settings of the features. So when you play an alpha game, you have to expect alpha moves. Talking about now, non-existent Connie Andromeda bought in October. Like I said, twice in the last 2 years. When 4.0 dropped in December was one of those wipes. Previously, it had been years since they did a major wipe. So I understand that you were mad that it's not gone or you don't have that ship anymore, but there will be more. They are bringing out more stuff. That's it. They're bringing out more stuff. Don't know what to tell you, man. I'm sorry that it ended in a way that was not happy for you. Too far for probe deployment. How dare you? It's the best way to start playing Star Citizen. Some say it's too buggy with the new changes. After 4.0, it was quite buggy. They have put in a bunch of patches to make it a bunch more stable, right? Like we haven't played Star Citizen on a daily basis in like 3 weeks, but like for like almost 2 weeks we were like living in Star Citizen because Star Citizen is still actively being developed, and 4.0 was not as smooth as we would have liked on launch. Typically the game up till last December had maybe 50 to 100 players per server. They implemented server meshing, the first implementation of it, which is the tool that they're using to mesh servers so that they have the ability to have like 500 people on a server instead of just one. Now there are individual servers spaced around the star system, so when a bunch of people move to one, they're all on that one server, so they'll probably spool up other servers in the background to balance that player request out. But for the most part, they have a lot more space to do things, and a lot of Star Citizen's frame rate issues rely on the servers. So there's a lot going into it. Humans leave the solar system before Star Citizen leaves alpha. that's cool. I know a lot of people are negative on Star Citizen. Pockets with monsters. What up? I know a lot of people are negative on Star Citizen, and I'm not gonna try to tell you not to be negative on a game if you're in the mood to be angry with it. By all means, I can't tell you what to do. Can't tell you what to do at all, and not gonna try. So by all means, I understand, and I hope that at some point you feel comfortable giving it a try. Talbsy with the follow, appreciate you.
Surface scan.
There we go. So I think it's only one double hotspot here, and it's right there. So get out of this view. At least it looks like there's only one, unless there's one on the other side of the planet. So let me go up a little bit just in case. But yeah, a little bit. I've been playing Star Citizen since December 2015. I've been playing EliteDangerous since November 2015. So I feel like a lot of people, while they're frustrated with Star Citizen in its undone state because it's not fully complete, both games have had some very important issues. And those issues really change over time, right? Like with EliteDangerous once Odyssey dropped, was in a state where I just was like, you know, I'm done with this for now. I'm just not gonna touch this game because it is not what I need it to be, right? So I just decided to not bother. I was like, all right, cool. If this is what it's going to be like, I'll leave this game and come back in some years, and I did, and I'm very happy to have done so, because by leaving Elite and coming back to it when I felt I was ready to, it made it a whole lot more reasonable for me to come back in and play and enjoy it, right? Like I didn't bother with trying to refund because I had owned the game for what, 6 years at that point. So like there's no point. And I didn't want to get rid of Odyssey because I love EliteDangerous. So I wanted to make sure to come back when they finished it, because it's Frontier Development. They care about their game. They're gonna make it as nicely as they can. So I wonder if I have to select one of these, or can I just, I feel like I should just be able to just slide into this spot. It's gonna be uncomfortable in a second, but once we get close, it's gonna make us come out. There we go. Stop by showing some love. Appreciate you, fam. First played EliteDangerous in 1984. That's dope. You've been playing Elite forever, in a good way. So this is Odyssey. Odyssey is mostly on foot stuff. This is not Odyssey at all. You could mine an Elite way before Odyssey dropped. Like way, way, way before Odyssey dropped. All right, so now we go down to the Prospector and Collector. Let go. Enjoyed Odyssey and like the direction the lead is going. Agreed. And I love the fact that a lot of people like have chosen their game between EliteDangerous and Star Citizen, and like will defend to death the game that they've chosen. And I understand that, and I'm not knocking that. But as someone who owns all of the games people come in here talking about, they're like, oh, stop playing Elite, you should pick up Star Citizen, stop playing, this is silly, you should play X4, screw Elite, you should play Stellaris is better than both of these, you should play Eve. I own and have played all of these games, all of them.
All of them.
So like, what's the point of being mad about it? Like, what's the point of telling somebody to not do a thing? And I feel like I love going back to the one rule. If Chris Roberts, the CEO of Cloud Imperium Games, who is currently working on Star Citizen, can back EliteDangerous when EliteDangerous was in Kickstarter, and if David Braben, the CEO of Frontier Development, who makes EliteDangerous, can back Star Citizen when Star Citizen was in Kickstarter, why would I choose? If the people who are making them are like, hey, I'm gonna support this game, what I look like trying to pick one? Why would I pick one? It makes no sense. So I'm not going to. I enjoy both games, and I will continue to play both games. You got the solar, how are they? I highly enjoy them. How does your ship take damage in an asteroid field? I mean, I feel like the shields probably took damage.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Let's see, Rutile, Galilite, Lepidolite. Don't need that.
Scan complete.
I'm not even looking at this big dude, because every time I look at one of these massive asteroids, I'm like, let me crack it open. It's like, I'm not trying to crack that thing open. how dare you play the games you enjoy? I mean, I think a lot of people make a choice and think that that's not even think anything. It's like you want to stand by the thing that you know and you appreciate and you enjoy. So I'm not knocking people for it. It's just it happens. I'm upset they gave up on console. I mean, 4 reasons they gave up on console. COVID, so they had to let people go. They let a decent amount of their staff go, so they didn't have the people to work on it. Cost of updates. When you're updating a game on console, typically to Microsoft and Sony, at least some years ago, the last credible information I've received was that to update a game cost around $10K. To upgrade and it costs the same for both companies, which means you had to pay $10K to Microsoft, $10K to PlayStation anytime you had an update. And considering Elite has community goals typically once every 2 weeks, we're in the midst of a 2-week community goal right now. So every 2 weeks, that would mean they would need to put out $20 grand in updates. And if not enough people were playing on console, that solved it in and of itself. Like, well, I guess we can't do that. So ESRB rating change. Shooting ships in space with lasers that explode and you don't see people versus being on foot and shooting people result in different ESRB ratings. So one thing that I have heard is that the ESRB rating of Odyssey changed compared to Horizons and Space Elite, which would mean that they would need to reapply. Then you add in the last thing, and I feel like arguably the most important thing, Odyssey would not run on the Xbox One and PS4. Not smoothly. You know how I know? Because I had a gaming PC. Probably not this PC, but it was similar to it in 2021. And my gaming PC couldn't play Odyssey because Odyssey wasn't as optimized as it needed to be. So between those 4 things, real difficult to... Like, that's a compounding series of issues. A little more fun than Star Citizen. I enjoyed it. Felt like I was moving, like I was working in ED. I mean, they both are like that. Someone play Starborn these days. Starborn? I've heard of Starborn. I do not have Starborn. Dropping console support is what finally pushed me to get a gaming PC, and I'm loving the change. I mean, same. Have not played this game in a few years. Well, welcome back to seeing it. Those console players are worth $20K. As if you were at a company and you were spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and you were not getting a return on investment, I feel like the people at Frontier who are watching the books know more. But also, the issue of the console also includes the fact that there were 2 different branches of the story, PC and console. And by having 2, that means they technically had double the work. So right now, they have 1 string of background sim information. I think they had to merge the 2 previously, which would be a problem. But, like, it's a lot. Sorry, Starfield. Starfield is a single-player experience. So I feel like people will play Starfield and be done with Starfield and then not stream it. So don't think that because it's not being streamed, it means that like people don't like or play it. It's just, this is multiplayer. Star Citizen is multiplayer. That game is very much a single-player experience. Once you're done on your own, if you're not running a new playthrough, you're done. I did see somebody yesterday playing Starfield, and they were playing with a Mandalorian mod. Mandalorian and Star Wars mods, to where they were like, one of the characters was wearing like Imperial gear. They were looking like Mando. It was dope. Definitely, we're not coming close to breaking even when it came to consoles. We're probably losing a decent amount of money. I don't know, so I'm not going to comment. But I feel like the people that run the books at Frontier would know way better than I would. So if they ran the books and the numbers, and then you combine the cost of updating with losing people in the first place, like if you can't afford to keep staff, I feel like any possible extraneous money has got to go. You know, I'm just gonna block you out of principle for that, because I don't even know where you were going with that, but I really don't feel like dealing with it. So you have the day you deserve, and if you didn't get blocked just now, that doesn't apply to you. There's just an assumption. Oh no, I don't want to. I'm trying my best to not make assumptions, and also need to double check on the things that I'm saying, because I feel like I've heard enough about the things that I'm saying that I expect that they have some weight in reality, but also I do need to double check it. But I do know for a fact that console updates cost money, Like,
Asteroid scan
just
complete.
it costs money, so I know that much. And I know they laid off people.
Prospector
So like, there's a lot of things. What are those controllers called? Those are dope. These are the Thrustmaster Solar 2s. And yes, they're dope. How goes mining? We're finally mining, or looking like we're looking for some plat. I don't think we're gonna find it in this ring, even though we went to a double hotspot. I might go to the system where the community goal is happening, because I'm hoping that that place had some platinum. But none of this said platinum, so none of these are platinum hotspots that are by this planet. I was just hoping that we might catch a little bit.
Programming limpet drone.
Didn't realize it was so much money to update on console, and it could take some time to get updates checked before they were published on consoles, especially with something that had to be certified. Yeah, that's why, like, when you see No Man's Sky
Prospector limpet engaged.
releasing updates on console and PC, just understand that they sent money.
Asteroid scan complete.
They sent money to Microsoft and Sony, and they had that update waiting for a little bit. Like, that update was there chilling for a little while. Here, look what started. It's been a great online open world game. I feel like Starfield needed to release, and I feel like
Prospector
it would be
limpet
dope to have
engaged.
Starfield in an online game, but I feel like Starfield needed to,
Asteroid scan.
like, I don't know the specific sales numbers. I don't know if they consider it a success or not, but I personally feel like Starfield is a great game. Do I play Eve? I do not. Like, I have an account with Eve. I'm waiting for Eve Vanguard, which is going to be their first-person shooter experience. But the reason that I don't play much Eve is because I want direct control. I can't use flight sticks with my ship with Eve and then direct do stuff like this. How do you stay focused and not bored in game? Give yourself different goals. Like in Elite is a sandbox game. So like it is very much the kind of game that you have to give yourself something to do. You have to. You just have to. And yes, Rip Dust 514. Did you get some of that rainstorm earlier? A little bit.
Limpet engaged.
We got our splash. Eve also requires a lot of dedication. I mean, it does, but more is just that
Programming limpet drone.
I want direct control of my ship. If I may quote Mass Effect, I want to
Assume direct control.
and if I don't have it, it doesn't feel the same. Like, I feel like playing
Prospector limpet
Eve
engaged.
Online feels to me like any other 4X game almost. Like, you get to click and say, I want to go here, but it's not like I'm gonna hit the boost and angle my ship in different directions. You don't get to do that in Eve. And if they had that in Eve, I'd be all on board. Mining is fun, but alone it feels so lonely. I mean, what's music going on? Like, for me, I feel like mining in this is chill. Like, I don't need to have other people be with me mining, because it's really just like, come out here, pop some shots, prospect some of these asteroids, and then keep pushing.
Prospector limpet
So I feel like a lot of this requires, just for me, it's chill. Just like, let me get,
Asteroid scan.
like, I could go put on some like lo-fi chill music and be at peace in Elite mining, and then know I can just go turn in a bunch for a bunch of money. All right, let me scan this one last rock, and then I'm gonna go to the system where the community goal is and see what happens.
Limpet drone.
You need my HOTAS back so I can start playing this again? Yes, yes.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Mine, listen to an audiobook. It's just vibes. Literally, it's literally
Scan complete.
vibes. Oh, I can't wait for Jump Ship, Coyote. Coyote. Like, I'm super excited for Jump Ship. That game looks fantastic. You never heard of Jump Ship? Jump Ship is like, I think it's third person. It might be first, but either way, like, you can fly a ship like this. But like, while you're flying, people can be running around the ship, jump out of the ship, EVA around, like grappling hook connect to other ships, pull themselves to that ship, like mess with the ship. Oh, I can't wait for that game. That game is gonna be super dope. Anybody who's gonna be mining Elite, invest in collector limpets. It's worth it. I mean, just limpets, really. I feel like you need limpets. You need them. Hey, what up, Celia? How you doing? Engage Super Cruise. Engage cruise. Initiate cruise. I don't think they like listening to me today.
Charging.
Give me a NASA fact.
4.
See, they're just not listening to me. Treating these games as something else can make what you want of your time. To me, that is the reason that Elite is one of my favorite games, because I can do whatever I want. Let me make sure that it is gathering. Yep. Right one. Well, but yeah, if you are not ready to have a sandbox experience, Elite's probably not gonna be the game for you. All right, let's hit these 6 jumps and go to the community goal system and see if there's a ring, because I haven't seen it yet, and I'm about to find out because we'll be here all day, man. It's the idea that some random NPC is invested in the limpet market. Guaranteed. Hey, we got some support from Kiana. Appreciate you, Kiana. How you doing today? What up, what up, what up? See, why does voice attack keep doing this to me? Just minimize that, man. Quit playing. We have the follow from Deep Tech. Appreciate you. Got bored waiting for work to finish. How about you? I'm not bored at all. I'm just mad that I wasn't finding any platinum, but at the same time, like I'm in a system that said that there was gonna be platinum here. Matter of fact, I should check the system map before we did. Why did I hit the galaxy map? Silly me. Because I think there's another planet that has rings. There's a bunch of these with rings. So I could go scan some of these other rings before I just completely dip. For real, for real. It's not a bad idea per se. That might be faster. So let's check it out before I dip and just like, oh, I hate this place. And it's like, well, why am I hating this place? I might be hating this place for no reason. It's a possibility. Whoever at Frontier made whoever made the Super Cruise Overdrive system needs every raise that they could get at that company. Should have invested in limpets earlier on, like when people say they should have bought shares in Apple, right? That's the 3D printing part of your day-to-day. I actually am looking at I heard really good things about the Creality Soylene, I don't know how to pronounce it, filament. So I got some spools of that, and I just popped one of them into the AMS, and I need to see if anybody's made profiles for them for the X1, and I'm gonna just start playing around and make some stuff. Diggy control setup, flying with style. Appreciate your Deep Tech. Favorite ship? Ooh, depends on the situation, but I feel like it's mostly Gudamaya, right? Because the cutter is dope. The Corsair is probably quickly becoming one of my favorite combat ships, even though I haven't had a lot of combat in it, just because of how nimble it is. But also Gudamaya, like the engines when you boost,
Stupidly good.
absolutely stupidly good. Type 10 for the win. I don't have enough experience with the Type 10, so I played the 5th. What's up with filament? The soy lane, so Soylein or Soley. I don't even know. I just know it's weird. It's got a weird name, but it's a new filament from Creality, and I'm tempted to look into the K2 Max, or the K2 Plus, should I say, which is basically going to be something like the CR10 Smart, big enough to print a helmet that would fit my head, because I got a big ass head. Big enough to fit my dome without having to break it into pieces. And to me, that is plenty. That's plenty. Realistically, Anaconda is your favorite. I mean, it's the Anaconda, man. That makes sense. Too fast for probe deployment. If we could slow it down like I was trying to do, that'd be great. Thanks. Please and thanks. Wish there was something that felt like a Diamondback, but had a hard point or two more. I wonder if they're gonna do something like that. They have been remixing a bunch of their ships to add more to really everything.
Surface scan complete.
Let me see. Give me a Let me get one of these platinum hotspots, man. Hook it up, man. I don't see any. I definitely am not going to a Has Res, so you can bite me with that. No thanks. All right, so 1A. I don't think 1A has a ring. Damn it! I keep going to Galaxy map. Haven't you gone through like 4 3D printers? Technically, yes. I'm not saying I'm getting rid of the X1. The X1 is going nowhere. I feel like the issue that I have is, like, we started with the Ender 3. Community bought me the Ender 3. That thing is dope. I'm a fan. But then we got the CR6 Smart that made it a little bit easier to do bed leveling, right? Because the thing that's happening with 3D printing is, as we get more printers that are capable of doing more, companies are able to put out better quality printers that require less work. Like, I know a lot of people love Creality because of their capability of customization, of you editing things on your own. And they get frustrated with companies like Bamboo Labs because you can't do as much with the X1 Carbon. But at the same time, how much easier is the experience Stupidly so. Like the slicing, better. The wireless, better. Like just, yes, give me all of it and then make life easy, which is dope. Versus, really the alternative. So I feel like when it came to the CR6, I was really just upgrading my Ender. And then I got two of them. I got one for the house and then one for the studio. And then I have one of them that was a gift to from the house, since somebody bought them an A1. So now I have a CR6 in here that I'm going to sell. And I'm probably going to sell the CR10 Smart because of the Wi-Fi capabilities of the K2 Max without me, or the K2 Plus without me having to do as much. Some of the BQ upgrades for the X1C. What are you talking about? What is a BQ upgrade? You might need to scan the inner ring too. Ah, true. I forgot about the inner ring. I was just like, let me dip. I hate all this place. Like, this whole place sucks. So let's see. I was just like, man, I'm trying to leave. Y'all out here playing. All right, so. You gotta give me some platinum. If you don't give me platinum, I'm out.
Surface scan.
Surface scan complete. What you got for me? What you got for me? Still the Hazres. We got the Alexandrite. Let me see. Do we see some platinum? Do we see some platinum? We don't. No platinum. All right, I'm out. No, I'm good. Oh no, don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to do anything negatively with the X1C. I'm never getting rid of the X1 Charlie. Like that thing is going nowhere. It is one of my favorite 3D printers in existence. The thing that I'm talking about doing is getting rid of the CR10 Smart because the K2 Plus is enclosed. Like the studio fluctuates in heat on occasion by having an enclosed place, and the K2 Plus has basically an AMS that Creality has. So like, I'm upgrading essentially. I feel like this is not an uncommon thing for people in the 3D printing space. Like, get something else that works. Mainly because I remember when Navy Federal hooked up with the bamboo printer, which was wild because it was dope. It was dope. And what's funny is that I had the CR6 until they sent me that, and the bamboo is going nowhere. It has vastly and speedily become my favorite printer. How far is this? What do I do for work? This is my career. Play video games, talk about games. Like I have a bit of a different understanding of video games because I taught people how to make them for 4 years. If you've ever heard of Full Sail University, I taught people how to make video games originally in the Unreal Development Kit, and then we upgraded to Unity using C++ originally, even though I really am not good with C++, but I do understand coding. So once you understand coding, it's a little bit easier to help somebody else with their basic code mistakes. Because most of the time, if you've never made a game before and you're making something in the Unreal Development Kit, you're probably just having issues with like semicolons missing and calling functions the wrong way, or filling in the functions with the wrong properties. So like I get to help fix their code, while also essentially my role in the final project was producer. Like they would give me their game design docs and tell me what they were intending to do, and every week I would download their game, play their game, give them feedback on how to make it better, how to tweak it to do what they're trying to do, and to make sure that they were staying on task with the things that they said they were going to do in the game design doc. So it's a lot of stuff that I have a deep understanding of how games are made. So when you understand how things are made, it's like, if I may steal a line from Disco Lando, I understand how the cake is made. So when you understand how the cake is made, you look at the cake differently. You look at games differently. So like I don't look at the games in the same way as a lot of people will. And I feel like I want to help spread that perspective and understanding. Weren't you in that Full Sail ad? Could have sworn I saw you on before. I don't think I was in a Full Sail ad, but I was in one of their podcasts. Have Game Will Travel is a Full Sail podcast that they have every now and then. I was in that a couple months ago. If I was in a Full Sail ad and didn't know, I'm mad because I would like to be. Like sausage, right? Let's make some filament like glitter or CF, not be as destructive on your equipment. Okay, cool. Post that into the maker section of the Discord. Facial hair, please and thank you. Among his list of jobs, a few in acting for commercials and voice acting. This is true. I was in some commercials as well. There are a lot of people playing this. If yes, I would download it again. I mean, if you're playing on PC, yes. There's always a decent amount of people playing EliteDangerous. I don't know if there's a place where you can see the exact numbers, but I do know there's typically a lot of people playing because everything is affected by the background sim. Slay that DoorDash commercial. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, so let's get the ring. Is there one or two? Let's find out. Yeah, it's only one. The juice. Give me that juice. Platinum hot spot. Let's go. We don't even need to leave the system. I was about to leave the system. We don't even need to do it. Let's go. It's rare to see someone streaming this on my For You page. Well, good to see you. Love to lead until they drop consoles. There's a reason for it. I need to ping some of the people who I know at Frontier just to clarify a couple of them, make sure I'm not like spreading misinformation. And then once I get the confirmation of it, I'm gonna make a video because I feel like a lot of people are mad at Frontier, and it's like there's a bunch of different factors that affected them not making Elite for consoles anymore. Like, you can still play Elite for consoles. Don't get it twisted. You can still play right now. It's just that they're not getting the same updates as PC. A few times we got your pulls, hustling, selling back incredible pulls of cars and boxed. I mean, I like gacha games. I like gacha systems. So that's just the thing. Still need Jersey Mike's, Danny DeVito, and DJ and an ad together. I would be dope. That'd be dope. All right, slow it down, 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 slow it down. I was worried. I was worried. Still liking those sticks. Any things you change? I think right now, not really. The only thing I would add is like something silly that should not be a part of controllers. I got sweaty hands, man. I want to put like, I feel like I could probably 3D print a mod for it and just put a fan up here and just like put a wire into it. Mazzy, we already got pirates in here, bro. Like, where's the cops, bro? Like, where's the cops, bro? Like, ain't no federals in here? Ain't no cops in here, bro. Bought it for both and sync the data. Smart. What do you think of Star Citizen? Love it. Ari with a follow. Appreciate ya. But I feel like if you bought it for console and PC, once you sync your data on console to PC, that is it. That is your data. I think your console data will still exist as it does because your username is still what it is, so you can play, but it's not going to be linked in that way. Mining with Type-9, about to be. Trying to anyways. Oh man, this is going to suck. I think I may have problems, unless we may have to wing up on this one, because sheesh. Sheesh! Quote the scene from John Wick, textured grips should get your hands, or should your hands get wet, right? Textured grips should your hands get wet on the jump. Oh no, I mean, I'm literally in private. I'm not in open. What's your favorite money-making method in Elite? Exobio. It's probably the most time-consuming. Exobio and exploration is my favorite thing to do in Elite. Like, let me leave the bubble. Let me go find new places that nobody's ever found before, and then see what's here. What's there? What can I get there? You know what I mean? Like, ugh. I absolutely love that gameplay loop. Gaming commercial from having ordered Jersey Mike's and the delivery driver being Danny DeVito coming to this place and asking to be player 2. Helping himself to one of the sandwiches from the order. I would actually, I love that. Normally trade things for my money. Hmm? What do you mean?
Programming limpet drone.
The Pitolite. I'm not worried about your Pitolite, man. Give me that platinum, though.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete.
Just put on a movie or music in the background. Just hop from plane to plane. That's literally what we do. We just hang out here, talk, chat, put some music on in the background. Hell, I might, if Elite didn't already pop up with their own decent music pretty regularly, I would probably put music on right now. So I feel like the minute that I get comfortable hearing that music, there's gonna be some fancy Elite music that pops up out of nowhere. Exploration's fun as hell to go out the bubble because Elite's map data comes from there. So yup. Appreciate the follow, Raw Greed.
Prospector limpet engaged.
I love gold. I'm not gonna bother with the gold. I want that platinum. I'm trying to get that platinum, baby. Are you minding that? Not in open. People wonder.
Why don't you mine in open?
Because of questions like that. Bought at one station, sell at another for higher price, and I bought it for. Oh yeah, buy low, sell high is always a good idea.
Prospector limpet engaged.
I love the fact that they've like because of sites like Inara, Frontier has added a lot of that in game. So, oops, accidental boost. Clutch.
Prospector limpet
What's in
engaged.
it? Uranite, some gold. I'm not worried about it. It's current best material to mine for.
Asteroid scan
I'm not even sure. This is the first, like technically the second time I've mined in Elite since like 2021. So it's been a while.
Prospector limpet failed.
Tony told me not to mine and open. Oh yeah. Was it a hard knock lesson?
Prospector
That wouldn't surprise me if it
limpet
was.
engaged.
Such a feeling of importance when you find new planets. Yeah, and it's a mix of the feeling of importance because you found a new planet and the feeling of importance because the game tells people that you found the planet. So for example, if we go to systems, like I feel like one of these is going to be one that I found. I may need to look for the DJK found one specifically. I feel like the ones that you find, if you select them on the bookmarks, you can look inside them and see all the goodies. One of those. Where's the ones that say DJK found? I know they exist. There we go. What's the game about? It is a space sandbox about humanity. So yeah. When you find a system in Elite, this is what happens. First discovered by your name. Dope. Appreciate the lightning bolts and the dolphins and the roses. Why did I not hear anything for the roses? And the let them cooks? Man, I'm so mad at this thing for not telling me when all these goodies happened. I appreciate y'all for sending stuff. Let me make this a little bit nicer so you can actually see stuff. And then take this and then move it down out of the way so it's not like. Actually, put this up here. Up here next to my face.
No, sir, I don't like it.
And that way, when I tell you, like, look, first discovered by DeejayKnight. Like, I found these systems before there was an ability to walk on land. So, like, I'm tempted to fly out just to make sure that I'm the first person to stand on these anymore. Like, that actually maybe will be what we do, like, after this community goal is done. Thinking about picking some up. I highly enjoy these. Personally. Appreciate the follow TLW. At least that looks like a TLW. I might be wrong. All right, so community goal, 6 jumps. After we keep looking for some platinum, because this is a platinum hotspot, so we hopefully should find some platinum before too long. Hundreds of places where I have firsts are so far out of the way, I ought to go back to that list and walk around. Yeah, like you might as well.
Programming limpet drone.
Because if you're already out of the black, or if you're already out of the bubble, then you're just really gonna get so much more exploration data. Like you already got exploration data. Also, if it was before Odyssey dropped, how much of that has the potential to have life? And you won't know because you didn't do it.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming
Simply to
limpet
finish a
drone
journey entry by the man
prospector
himself, jotting down the
failed.
findings before someone takes over, filling in the blanks. Exactly. Somebody will. We are talking about Elite.
Prospector
We got the
limpet engaged.
Piddlite.
Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, none of that has platinum. I'm trying to find the platinum, man. I feel like there's got to be a visual look to a asteroid that has platinum in it that I don't recognize anymore because it's been so long. Also, I don't even think I ever mined for platinum in the first place.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet
Just waiting for a player to get new material discovered. Right, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. There's so much that I'm sure that they've already put into Elite that we just haven't found yet because people.
Programming limpet drone.
That'd be wild. It would. Like, it's going to happen. Like, don't question it. There's going to be a bunch of new stuff that,
Prospector limpet engaged.
like, once somebody finds it, that's going to be a community goal. Guaranteed. I feel like the weeks where they're just like, no community goal, I feel like that's probably what's happening.
Limpet failed.
Start playing on PS5 after watching the stream, even without the fancy updates. Still fun as hell, because it's fun as hell. I feel like a lot of people that are just like, I don't want to play Elite because it stops working on console. It's like, no, it's just not getting the updates that PC is getting, but it is still an enjoyable experience. It's still a good time. Also, who's beefing the likes up? We got Katsu, Technique UK, or Technique UK, and Danny. Appreciate you. We got Dogman McJelly. That's a hell of a name. Appreciate the follow.
Programming leaflet drone.
I have an unknown anomaly discovered on my record. Interesting. Very interesting. Just drop 1.5 straight. Obviously, first place will do that. Appreciate you. Third-party trading tools won't work, sadly. I mean, it depends on how quickly things work. 'Cause I feel like if I sync my commander data to Inara, it should update. But my favorite waste of time. I mean, every game is a waste of time, so it's just pick one. And I have a lot of them that I pick, so that's the thing. I mean, we're down to 37 limpets, bro. We've dropped 30 limpets in this system, almost. If only there was a Subnautica like sonar scanner for Elite. After you came in contact with the mineral, you could just set your scanner specifically for said mineral, trying to ping them amongst the asteroids. That would be dope. Insights you recommend for trading? Inara.cz. Easy game. There's so much to do even without landfall stuff. Yep. Like, none of the stuff we've been doing for the past couple days has bothered with any being on foot, other than showing off the fact that you can be on foot anymore. Notable stellar phenomena. I mean, I would go back to wherever that was and see what that was, because maybe it was a thing that just hadn't had the update yet. Alright, we got EliteDangerous. We got Skyler with the follow. It's been a while since I've played, but pretty sure I got a few million in terms of planet scanning. I think the last time I went out, when I came back in January, we went on a hell of a trip outside the bubble, and I ended up getting something like 200 million credits. I already scanned that one. Silly me. Let me just fire this one out. Get rid of these other limpet drones. How do I like the controllers? Love them.
Asteroid scan complete.
Complete. Damn, that's an asteroid, boy. Sheesh. We've been doing a lot of scanning and found 0 plat. These controls are dope though, because they're dope. That's why. Think about picking them up to upgrade to your X56. I mean, that is what I took off the desk to put these on it. Say 200 mil, yeah, from the expiration when we went in January, that's where we went. We were at like 400-ish million, then we went up to 600 plus mil. Because between planet exploration and ExoBio, we were paid. Now I know there's I know you can go do like exo missions that'll be a little bit faster to get more money, but like for me it was more just like I wanted to pick a place that I hadn't been yet, so I went to the Seagull Nebula, and then when we got there we just was like, all right, cool, let's see what happens, and we just got silly with it, and it was dope. Can't do a lot of the new stuff in VR though. True. I feel like that's a thing that I'm hoping for them to fix. Like make it to where we could rock Odyssey in VR, and then I'm doing nothing else. 3 billion a month. Damn. All right, this is supposed to be a platinum hotspot. I've seen not one anything with platinum in it, so I'm gonna scan this rock on the way out, and then if there's nothing in this, actually I'll probably blow this one up just because I want to blow up something. EliteDangerous versus Star Citizen.
EliteDangerous versus Star Citizen. Fight. Gamers win.
We win.
Asteroid scan complete.
Teaching me how to mine stuff. I'm literally relearning it right now. Like, once you got your mining set up, do what you do. I feel like I should probably just explode this one out of principle, because we've done a lot of stuff in this system and we have really got nothing. I'm kind of mad at it. So like, we get a seismic charge. Where we're gonna set the seismic charge at on this one? Do we need to? Screw it, do it. How dare you? How are we supposed to explode this piece? No, I don't think this is one that we can even deep core mine. Because if it was, it would have the little spots for us to place it. Rude. What's a game called EliteDangerous? It's also right down there. Literally the largest game map ever, basically. beats being brand new to Elite 9 years ago, knowing absolutely nothing, putting my Sidewinder at the Witch Head Nebula and getting absolutely demolished by Thargoids. Bro, that had to be dope. As somebody who's been blown up by a Thargoid once or twice, yeah. Elite, Star Citizen, No Man's Sky, doesn't matter. We all just love our space games. Pretty much that. Because the way I see it, I've heard a phrase that has sold me on the concept that I've kind of stuck with for years. A rising tide raises all ships. So when one space game that does a lot of cool things does well, one major thing is going to happen, but two things happen, in my opinion, that are the most important. So, for example, when Elite came out with the Trailblazers update, a lot of people who had played Elite a long time ago started to come back to Elite, like, oh snaps, you can colonize whole systems now, let's go. So then they hopped into Elite and started colonizing systems. The consequence of that is, it's not even a consequence, it's kind of a boost, is that more people, after they hopped in and were playing, was like, all right, this is cool. Give me something else though. I need something else that scratches this same itch. Because of that, Star Citizen got more people in it. X4 likely got more people in it because X4 is also the kind of game that both of these are, except X4 is single player. So space games in general that are doing massive things and trying to expand and explore space got more people in them. So a rising tide raises all ships. When a space game does well, more people are interested in more space games, and we all win because we start to get them. Next, system and route. I don't think voice attack must have launched as admin because I'm not used to this much of it ignoring me at all. I'm gonna restart it because I'm kind of offended right now. For real, for real. Who knew people want to explore space, right? Once No Man's Sky started their redemption arc, it just blew. Entirely different game now. But that's the cool part about it. That's also one of my favorite parts about all of this. People didn't know. People still don't know. Appreciate them lightning bolts, fam. People still don't know that Elite has been on its come up this whole time. So anytime Elite puts out a major update, I think this is the only major update recently that dropped to Elite that I didn't hop in like the day of and get right back into the computer. Like, this is one of the only times it's ever happened. Thank you. System software integration complete. Give me a NASA fact.
Another benefit to Cape Canaveral being the NASA launch site is that it's also desirable to have the downrange area be sparsely populated in case of accidents. The Atlantic Ocean is ideal for this. But think about all the poor little fish. And the dolphins.
True
So
facts.
long, and thanks for all the fish. Hopefully they're still on.
Next, system and route.
Well played, NASA. Selecting
Well
next
played.
system on route.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Engage jump.
Jumping.
Frameshift drive to
Actually, Dots, Star Citizen doesn't take money to get good stuff. Star Citizen just has people get good stuff by spending money because that is how they raise funds for the game. That's it. That's it.
3, 2, 1.
I think that your history with game design, it makes you kind of hype proof. That's actually one of the reasons that I don't get as hype about games anymore. Yes, Atlas ran back in the league. How you doing, fam? But when it comes to Star Citizen, like a lot of people still have the opinion because when you hear nothing but negativity about a thing, it makes sense that you'd be like, man, this game only does this thing and you need this. Everybody I've heard talk about it has said this. It makes perfect sense that that's where you think that things will end up, where you need to spend a bunch of money to expand.
Fuel suit disengaged.
Not the truth. Engage jump.
Jumping.
Frameshift
What if I tanked you or ganked you? You wouldn't, because I'm in my private group. So what if I laughed at you coming to the system I was in and you not finding me?
4, 3, 2,
I'll wait.
engage.
Hop in open, buddy, please. No, I just told you why the I'm not joining the open. Why the would I do that? What sense would it make?
Bro, hop in the open so I could you up. I'm trying to bust your hop and open it real quick.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You might have played yourself, because nope. Not happening. Not a thing that I'm going to do. Only problem with Star Citizen and why I prefer is leads to Star Citizen sits at like 20 frames. Kato Lopez, when was the last time you played? Seriously. When was the last time you played?
Warning, frameshift drive operating.
Slow down so we can get the full charge. There we go. There we go. There's that full charge. It's probably been 5 months. If it was since like November. If the last time you played was November or December, it is very different now. Engage jump.
Jumping.
Oh, those controls. These are controls. Like it's how I'm moving right now. So yeah. Yup. That's fire. I agree. Did you freak out the first time you got yanked by a Thargoid? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Check it out and give it another shot then. Appreciate that. No worries. For those of you who are unaware, if you've played Star Citizen before, like literally last December, before last December, we were still on the regular Star Citizen experience, right? Like the regular Star Citizen experience being the game that had 100 players per server, and that's just it. You only had one server for the single star system. They dropped Pyro last December, and they dropped Pyro with the first iteration of server meshing. Server meshing basically takes the star system of Pyro and breaks it up into multiple star systems, and I think Stanton is also multiple star systems. I can't remember the specific divvying of how many there are in each, but like each system now has multiple servers that each server can hold up to 100 players. So you will have a situation where you might be in an area in Stanton and there be 500 people across all the servers. So like that is huge on the player base in and of itself, but then you also add in the fact that server meshing, if you've never played with Star Citizen before, if you've played it and you've been like, man, the frame rate sucks, the frame rate sucks because of the way the game is made, in that fact that everything relies on these servers. Your frame rate is chugging because the server's frame rate chugs. Once you get into a server that is smooth, your frame rate is buttery smooth. Now mind you, you're still going to have some frame rate issues in cities like Lorville. Like if you go to, I think Lorville's a planet, but the main city on Lorville is going to have frame rate issues. I also feel like that was implemented before they have done a lot of the server updates, and really their meshes that they use for cities and the buildings and whatnot, they might be still using some of the older tech. Sounds like maybe you actually play now, or at least more consistently. Yes. And they also added in like DLSS, they added in FSR, so like you have a lot more options to use the video card that you have in addition to the other stuff. And yes, these are the new Solars. I'm highly enjoying them. D-Lemon, what up? Engage jump.
Frame shift.
These trying star drops are so pretty but also scary. Yeah, they are. Because you have to move immediately. If you don't tilt up, it's a wrap. Sounds like gambling? What sounds like gambling? Looking around for the VR. Just the track IR, man. Seriously considering upgrading those from the T16000s. I highly enjoy them personally. You have a good one as well, Thanny. Enjoy your grub. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate all the support. Sending all them TikToks and lightning bolts. Good looking out. Thank you much. Thank you much. Uh-oh. We got 2 jumps left. Can we make it in these 2 jumps? Because no, it was not complete. Oh, how much money are we missing by being in the wrong stupid... I was in the wrong. I've got none of the system scans. I didn't even notice that I hadn't heard the honk. I'm mad at it. Oh well. Engage jump. Engage jump.
Jumping.
Let's see. I know some of the more densely populated areas in Star Citizen just hit or miss. Lyco sticks a lot, but I got X. Blah, blah. I mean, if you can get something for dirt cheap, do it. By all means. And yes, Atlas, we got the Thrustmaster Solar 2s. I was previously on a HOTUS setup, which I had the throttle over here, so like, getting this. Weren't hearing the Reaper honk at all. and I'm glad that I finally realized it and was like,
Key
oops.
systems are at optimal levels.
The server's
Ready for
frames
exit now.
differing. No, I feel like, uh-oh. I feel like
Gathering information.
this ain't the system. We got one more jump.
Cartography updated.
Wait, is this the star system for the community goal?
Warning, frame
Nah.
shift
Okay, I was like, wait a second.
beyond safety limits.
Next jump, okay.
Frame shift
There we go.
range has been increased.
Whew, I'm so glad that we can get this, because man, we were gonna have to try to find a station in this system and land. On the bright side, there's the player fleet ship, the fleet carriers have helped so much in low-key stuff like being able to like fuel up. Engage jump.
Jumping. Warning.
Frame shift drive charged.
Those sticks do look like a B-pad. I mean, they have a lot of options. Like, one of the things I like is like, I've seen people complaining about them and they're like, well, you gotta have a third hand. It's like, no. Like, if you put these to things that you don't need to be on your sticks for, problem solved. Like, I don't need, once I'm lined up, I don't need to change anything. I can use my landing gear, headlights. I think I'll change this from night vision to something else because of the, no, I think I'll change the turret to the other side on the shuttle, but this should be night vision. And then this should be,
Warning.
I'm gonna press it at some point just to figure it out.
Completing
'Cause I don't remember.
Stand by. Gathering information. Cartography has
Still
now
prefer
been
the fuel
updated.
scoop. I mean, I like fuel scooping personally. But like, if you weren't sure of being able to fuel scoop a system, or like just like the system we were in before this one, like the likelihood of being sure that I could fuel up was not there. So that's a thing. Contract failed. Yes, go away. Discard. Thanks. All right, so LPP 855 34 and Rayo's resilience. So now close. Let me go back to navigation. This is the only thing I don't like the fleet carriers for, because look at how many fleet carriers are in this system, bro. Like, how am I supposed, like, I have to set the filters just stations because of the amount of stuff that fleet carriers block me from seeing, man. Like, that's precisely why I do filters now. Oh yeah, oh man, it is such an important part of the experience now that you just got to do. Appreciate you, Unknown. Love the game. Having elite trading and dangerous combat ranking. Dope. I'm not quite elite in trade yet. I'm working on it. Action port, Covey point. Is this the system? Huh? What? What? Support for traders in my Corvette. Dope. All right, let me hit these. Let me hit these real quick. Clear the filters. Look for Raya. Okay, actually, I want to select everything but player characters. I'm surprised I don't see a station in here. Like, what? That's new. Settlements. Do I have to go to the nav beacon for this, man? How rude. I'm mesmerizing about how 3D printers work and move. Yeah, it is. I can literally watch 3D printers all day. Like, one of the things I was thinking about doing is let me get to the nav beacon. Compromise nav beacon. Oh, point of interest. That just feels weird. It's not a thing I would have thought to bother with, but okay, appreciate it. That just feels interesting. It's rare that I've even seen them suggest anything that was like a point of interest for a goal. That's kind of cool.
Warning, frame shift drive operating
You
beyond
can start looking for a new
safety
system loop for trade missions. I feel like a lot of times they actually give you those, which is dope. Think they're screwed up? I think it's just something different than normal, which, I mean, they do that on occasion. It's not a bad thing.
frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits.
There we go. 5%. We just burned 5% of our fuel with that. Sheesh. Sheesh. Oh, the cam feeds some 3D printers. That's kind of tight, actually. Find a faction with a good amount of systems entering expansion. Nice. Super dope. Super dope. Because the money from those missions goes hard. Yeah, they do. Appreciate them likes, Ralph. Use a digital fish tank for a background. I mean, that's pretty dope. Mega ships used to be listed to the stations, but now it looks like under colonization memberships are listed as points of interest. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, before we get in there, I do need to see a thing. Because if this ring has a platinum hotspot, I'm here. And then we'll just come back tomorrow and actually mine. Is your starport up and running? It is, Craig. It is, Raven. It is. Didn't read the notes about Super Cruise overcharge and almost emptied my tank on the with a Hutton orbital. Sheesh. One of the things that I did was, I'm still mad at myself about a little bit, is that I didn't know about the SCO drives in January, and I got the. I feel like I went back into the cutter. Or actually, no, I bought a what was one before the Corsair? Was it the Python? I don't think it was a Python. I bought that for ARCs too. No, the Mandalay. I bought a Mandalay, which had an SEO drive, and I was like, "What is that?" Blech, whatever. And then upgraded. I upgraded. I went and bought a regular 7A rated frame shift drive, and then just left it at that.
Surface scan complete.
I just bought that first frame shift drive and then just didn't do anything else, and it hurt because when I found out what SCO did, it was too late to go back. So pain. Appreciate the follow, Ralph.
Surface scan complete.
We're in danger. Let's see. You know what? I could just look at that, or just over here. Void opals. Oh snaps. Low temp diamonds, void opals. Okay, this actually might be a thing we have to go land at one of these and see what it's about, because I feel like we might find platinum in one of those. So what? Oh no, I sold the regular SCO drive because I still wanted an A-rated SCO drive. I sold the regular one. Selling the module include the frame shift drive when the ship purchased both the arts. The module puts it back. It's the one originally came with it. So you can get the SEO version back for free. Oh, I know. I could have. I just went and got the. A-rated one. The reason I was upset about the process is because I had fully engineered. I had enough to fully engineer the A-rated frame shift drive that I put on. So instead of fully engineering the A-rated SEO drive, I fully engineered an A-rated frame shift drive that was not as valuable because it did not have SCO. That's what hurt my soul. Because I could have had a 5-star engineering done on my Mandalay from jump. Appreciate the follow, Easty. Disengage, Cruise.
Disengaging.
Thank you. What's the difference between the regular frameshift drive and the SCO? The real only difference is that the SCO has Super Cruise Overdrive, which means much how you can do this. Super Cruise Overdrive boosts in Super Cruise. So if you have somewhere out that's like 10,000 light seconds, like you know how long you have to wait for 10,000 light seconds to go by? You just Super Cruise Overdrive. Once you get up to speed, turn it off, and you go. Instead of taking 30 minutes, you might take 30 seconds. Now, obviously, it's not 30 seconds, but like instead of taking 30 minutes, it'll be 3, which is a much better situation to be in. Much better situation to be in. All right, so we're on pad 1. I think it's got to be that big boy right there.
I can transfer power to the shields if you like.
Yes. You enjoy overshooting your target SEO drives through? Yeah, unless you turn it off first. Now neither one of those is what you want, because you want a pre-engineered 8-rated SEO drive for max range. Yeah. Simultaneously though. Sounds better than that. Alright, so we're just gonna land and then get some limpets and then hop over to...
Let the warrior spirit guide you.
Okay.
Today we shall blaze our own trail. Anon.
Anon said that? Word. And I got bars. Yes. Elite Dangerous. It's akin to hitting the red button in MIB, pretty much.
Like a glove?
Oh, come on, bro. That was nice. How dare you?
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Hey, yo, what mans is this?
2 mans. It feels so weird to not have to tilt so far up, because with the cutter, you gotta point that thing to the sky. Like playing the VR without a VR system. Yes, that's what the track IR is for. It is my favorite thing.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Always a pleasure to see you as well. What do you need? Nothing. Nothing at all. Let's see what we got. We got the mission board. We need... Okay. Actually, I don't even need anything outside of the advanced maintenance. I'm going to repair all my structural elements because we did just scratch the paint a little bit just now. We restarted these limpets back up to 64. And then we're out. I'm glad they gave us 2 weeks for this because, man, we literally went in, what, 3 or 4 mining spots in the past couple days. 0 platinum thus far. My soul, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. People are hopeful again. Me. Did I even need anything in here for hard points? I don't think I did. So why are we even in here right now? It was an accidental click. Yeah. I didn't mean to click that. Now, library. Do we have any paints for the Type-9 since we're already in here? I feel like we got a paint or 2 from Twitch drops that I have not applied. So, yeah. Turbulence. That one was a Twitch drop. And then that one, I'm pretty sure, was a Twitch drop. I want out that turbulence, though. I don't like chrome as much as I want all black. Give me all black ships all day, every day. Like, I don't care about most of these things. Give me all black and we with it. Now, that's going to be tough not to spend the arcs for because I really prefer orange and black on my ships. So give me orange and black everything and I'm with it. Now, what's in this pack? Let me go look at the packs. Let me see what these ship kits. No hate, but just get Star Citizen. Technically, Charlie, that's hate. But also, technically, I already have Star Citizen. So what are you talking about? This is 30% sale last month that ended on the 1st for all the paints. Oh, rude. C1 Spirit or Python. Are you trying to have me choose between ships across games? This specific ship in Star Citizen or this specific ship in Elite Dangerous? Which one is it? Yes. ¿Por qué no los dos? Both. Nothing to take back, Charlie. A lot of people like come hard at Elite Dangerous, or from playing Star Citizen, they'll go hard at Star Citizen. It's like, why are you not playing Elite? It's like, bro, like they're both great games, and both of these companies have made a game that both, when one does well, both do well. It's a symbiotic relationship at its finest, I think. Being Star Citizen for the Expo to see what's new. I feel like the Expo is like, what, next week? I think the 15th, I think it is. All right, so now that we're done with this for now, we're going to swap games and then hop back over to some Outlaws because I really am enjoying Outlaws. Trying to see where K ends up. 10 days? Okay, cool. But yeah, TLDR, both games are good. If you couldn't tell by that, I've played more Star Citizen than I've played Elite Dangerous. Part of that is Odyssey. When Odyssey dropped, it was not running as smooth as I wanted it to run. So I was just like, all right, cool, we'll see what happens. And then I just was playing Star Citizen in the meantime. And then January was when the Thargoids started to attack Seoul. And I was like, wait a second. We need to get back in here right now. So, result of that, things happen. So now we're back in Elite, and we're going to be bouncing between both. Now we have a whole ass star system in Elite Dangerous because That's the joy of the Trailblazers update. You can now colonize entire star systems. I'm the system architect of a system, so I get to choose what settlements, what space stations go where, and then we have to go buy and sell materials and the stuff we need to build them. Star Citizen doesn't have crafting in that level yet. It's coming, yes. Is it there right now? No. 5090, blah, blah. It's crazy. It is. And I feel like I wish there was a way that the manufacturers would be able to like stop people from selling, because it's really just a secondhand market. The scalper market for video cards is stupid right now, and I just wish that was not a thing. That's it. No matter what video card it is, somebody's trying to get you for it. And it's like, why, man? And if I feel like the problem is twofold. It's manufacturers manufacturers want people to buy their cards. I think stores need to do a better job of limiting people from purchasing GPUs. Really. Like, no person should be able to go and buy 10 GPUs. Really. Shouldn't. Like, if you're doing that, you need to be buying directly as a reseller. And I did have a motion sensor in my head. Pockets, I'm sorry I missed that question. Let's see. 2 per address limit. It should be. It literally should be that. Like, if they're making people get real IDs and make them use them. Like, looks like in our system, you already bought your 2 GPUs for your address. So, womp womp. You're not getting that. I feel like that's the way it needs to be. What on PC specs? I have a AMD Ryzen 9 5900X CPU, 7900X TX GPU, 64 gigs of DDR4. And that's for the gaming PC. We got like 2 4 terabyte SSDs, and I feel like I should probably get a third. Because when you record footage of your gameplay and you install a bunch of games, it gets a little thick on the hard drive. The hard drive's just like,
hey man, I'm kind of full.
It's like, all right, cool, fair, let me fix it. All right, so we adjust this. Does it update? It does. Dope. I'm so glad that happens. I really need an API to exist so that for TikTok, so the streamer bot can connect it and do it. Fix it. Waiting for the next gen Radeon top end. I mean, they just came out with some new ones recently, but I feel like there's gonna be more soon anyway, so not too far off. Why does this music go so hard? Ooh, let me see if this works. $9070s for 90,000 series have high end. Oh, let me buy. Nice. Hey, we listen. The outlaws got a shining, glistening, coming to run all your pockets with the mob bosses. They gonna get it, and I'm taking them for all their losses. You got all of these things in these boxes. I'ma take them, making sure that we get it and lock it. Put it in my pockets. I'ma go and dip with it. You gonna make sure that you trying to find me. I'm Sith with it. Catch me with the saber when I'm coming through, making sure that we get it, cause you know that you're not able to catch me when I get on the speeder. We gonna hit them doses. You can't do nothing to it because we moving and we ooh. I'm about to say, if they don't let me resume, we gonna fight so hard. We gonna fight so hard.
We gonna fight so hard.
Quit playing. All right, so Last thing we did here was get to the... We dropped... Whoa! Twi'lek just out here just trying to run people over, bro. Like, come on, man. That's kind of rude. How dare you, bro? How dare you, bro? All right, let me rotate. Whoa, whoa. Cancel. Cancel. Let me rotate. Let me rotate. Crane down. Yup. Look at her. Wind in her hair. Boba Fett jacket on.
Chillin'.
Looking like a whole ass boss. Laura with the likes and appreciate the share and the follow. Thank you much. All right, let me go refill this water real quick. And I'll BRB. All right, we back. It's not frozen. I just put it on photo mode. Well, I stepped away. All right, let me check this journal real quick. What's next? False flag. We can go to space for the false flag, or we got the Gashiro nest. Let's see where it is. Stolen Imperial goods. I do like to steal Imperial goods. That's kind of nice. Ruffian jacket. I thought we got the ruffian jacket in there already. I'm offended, man. I thought we got that. Rude. Nick's treasure trader. I'm not going in there. Crimson Dawn Vault. I'm not messing with the Crimson Dawn Vault. So most of this we're fine. Oh, I did want to deal with the vendor extortion though. Subtract, show on the map. Because I feel like that should be just a real short trip, actually. Like, this should be done pretty quick. I feel like. Let's see, let's just fast travel in here, because I feel like it's near the landing area. So let's just fast travel there. Alright, let me see something real quick. Real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Let me check my... I want to see on the TikTok how much of the top of the screen is blocked by random words. Are you just saying random words? Alright, let me see. So if I can lower just slightly, not even a lot. So let me select the game. Let me unlock. And then just bring it down just a scotch. So down to about there. Hi, text. Why is there even text here? Go away, text. Goodbye. Actually, that's perfect. That right there. Makes it perfect. We also get a little bit more stuff on screen, so there's that, which is nice. And that is the very center right there. Dope. Now we just lock it back. We're done. We're done here, done here, done here, done here, done here, done here. Lego. Alright, so now we see 20 meters. Dope. That's the ship. The question is, do I have to like sneak up to the ship, or should I just be good? We're jogging on up to it, man.
The windliner. This is the ship.
Hey, streamer. Hydrate.
Happily. Spoiler alert, I didn't get my water. I got a Coke Zero that I wanted to pour in here.
Job's done.
I didn't want to sip it until this was poured. Because y'all know how I do with keyboards. I will spill Coke Zero all over this keyboard, which is why I have adult sippy cups. Alright, good. Missing delivery, where it at? Who am I talking to? I took a nap. I took a very good nap. Wait a minute, is that the missing delivery, or is that... Did I mark something? I took a nap. It was a very good nap. I wanted to jump over there, but it's not gonna work. It's gonna set me up for failure. Let me hit the... Let me find it. Would y'all steal? Who stole it? Can't wait for the new DLC for this game. Hondo's in it. Nice. That's the shit. I was about to say.
Hey, is this the windliner? What happened with Jonka's shipment?
Jonka didn't pay, so the customs officers on Rempali Station seized the shipment.
You weren't gonna tell him? Just walk away with his credits?
It's not my fault he's behind on his payments. If you want to go take care of it, be my guest.
Trash. Might be a way to convince the customs officer to release the stock. Oh, so that's another thing that requires me to go out in the orbit. Dope. Because the main mission requires me to go out in the orbit. So we gotta go back to the ship then. Toit. Now what did we just get? Oh, I forgot about this. Data pad trinket. I do like the data pad trinket, for real, for real. It is kind of nice. Also, that is super cool that anybody has a keyboard that has drains. I wish I had that keyboard, because drains. I do still want the Rebel on the bike. Jade Camtono trophy. Secured Camtono for extra storage. Nah, I like having the bandit mask or the Death Trooper helmet. Why would you not want a Death Trooper helmet on your bike? Like, hey, look, I have taken this from a Death Trooper that I finished off. You want to fight me? I dare you. I dare you to try. Big boy dare. It's a Lala. Hello. I'm mad that I can't fast travel to Johnson's Hope yet. Like, the amount of times that I've been here, bro, like, you're not gonna let me fast travel to this place? Ooh, advanced slicing kit required. I think we have that. And it's a merchant request available? Bro, we need to go ahead over there. Go ahead over there. We need to go ahead slide, bro. Go ahead slide. Smokey, what are you doing? Why are you looking guilty? I feel like Smokey always looks like he's done something that he has no business doing. Then again, cats do that. This is just a part of cat life. Bring my bike. I don't feel like going nowhere to get it. Oh, bitch! See. Can I pull that thing out? Y'all don't let me pull that thing out, bro. No, get his ass. Get his ass. Oh, see, now at least I get to chase him. I see him. He better not go nowhere.
Ready to go?
What? Oh, the controller's unplugged. Redo it. Redo it. Give it. Work. What? Oh, now the buttons work? How dare you?
Hey, yo, who man is this?
No, that's not the one. Unless he turned around. I'm gonna let him come back because I'm gonna get one of them for bro. So it don't matter. He gonna go in there. He gonna make a loop-de-loop, and then he coming out. Somebody catching these hands. One of these stormtroopers is catching a hand, multiple actually. For doing what he did, nah, bro, hands. Somebody catching hands. He ran me over and didn't even stop. Didn't even check. Didn't even like, hey man, you good? Like, nah, none of that, nah, bro. You catching a hand. At least one hand. And bro just decided that he don't want to show up no more. He know what's up. He know he about to catch these hands. He was like, you know, let me just not even be over here. Cause she gonna be a whole ass problem. Yes, she is. Yeah, she is. It's exactly what she about to do. It's a good thing you dipped. It's a real good thing you dipped. Boost that thing. Oh shit. I thought that was gonna be a ramp kind of situation. It wasn't. It wasn't. I'm not mad at it, but the chance to move for the bike feels a lot better. How so? In your opinion, would you rate this game? How's the action? I don't do ratings on games. If you like third-person action games, if you like a little bit of stealth, like there's not a ton of it thus far. Like you can use stealth if you want to, but you can also go in guns blazing. It's gonna be tougher that way. But the action feels good. I enjoy it. It feels great in my opinion. Stuff like this randomly happening where we can go help a civilian out. I think that's great. And I feel like right now you can get this game for like 25 bucks on Uplay. So if you are interested in it, there's no excuse. Go to the Ubisoft store, put in code LEGEND, and then put in code DeejayKnight. Same name I have on TikTok because I'm a Ubisoft partner. So like, go get it. Save what, half what it costs, and then it's like it's on sale, and then the Legends gives you another 10% off or $10 off because it's like $10 off over. Oh, bitch! How dare you? Get him, Nix. Get him. I'm gonna shoot you after my dog shoots you. Let me put this back to the blaster. We're not putting y'all to sleep. We putting y'all to sleep. Get him, Nix. Get him, Nix. Get him, Nix. Get him, Nix. I'm gonna let you do it. I'ma handle your lightweight. Nuts.
did it, Nix.
Shoot him in the nuts. Stomp him in the nuts.
My name's Kay. I picked up your distress signal. Thank you. We already owe you so much, but there's more pirates on the way.
Oh, we know.
Almost done for today.
All right. No high ground I can get. I could go over here and see if I can low-key slide. Hey, that slide. Let's go. Y'all don't even know where I'm at. Y'all don't even know where I'm at. Come on in here, bruh. I know you lost her. That's the point. Matter of fact, run his pockets, Nix. Run their pockets, Nix. That's a whole lot of them. Nade out, baby. Get out these bushes. Bro, just hit the button. Heal. What are you doing, girl? Heal. I know you got it.
Okay,
Quit playing.
I'm good.
Dark side is taking hold. What? To shoot people in the nuts? They're trying to kill me. Shooting people in the nuts is fair game.
Hey, Nix, get to cover.
Get some. Get some, Nix. Get some. Taint. Taint. She don't have nuts, obviously, so.
Nice.
Okay. Since that's what you were asking for, here you go. There you go. Be careful what you ask for. You didn't say who. You said blast from the bits. You didn't give us. You didn't say anybody specifically. Tits, tits, tits. Shot her in the tits. That's why you overshot. Dome check, baby. Uh-oh, uh-oh. You know what? I'm about to just walk out of here. Here, look, y'all had this.
Follow my lead, Nix.
Be careful what you ask for. Attack? Okay, done.
Nothing personal.
She's finished. Tertiary shots, you know it to be true. I mean, you know what I'm just talking about. I'll plead the fifth.
She's trying to take them down.
Okay. You said show no mercy. You didn't say who.
Hit 'em hard.
Get ready to fight.
Here we go. Watch out.
It's the evil grin. It's the evil giggles I feel like that's probably make me more dark side than anything right now. Ooh, good toss. Hey, look, Nix, handle my lightweight. Ooh. Guts.
Thanks, Nix.
Am I collecting pikes from the pikes again? Yeah, occasionally. They be asking for it, so. Those nice people brought you so many speeders to choose from. They're such givers, right? So nice. So nice with it. I'm nice with it.
Things have to
They
turn
get
around
sliced
soon.
with it.
If it's not the pirates, it's the gangs. And if it's not the gangs, it's the Empire. What are we supposed to do?
It's not the Empire, it's
Can't have
these
a crew
shots.
without some muscle.
Shots,
Maybe
shots,
you should hire
shots,
some.
shots, shots.
Yeah,
good advice.
Everybody.
Here, for helping us out.
I love how there's just a random mission.
Should be useful.
Like, we just out here rolling, and then just boom, mission. There's some pirates out here. You want to help somebody? Yes, yes, I do.
Okay, Nix. Let's go.
Is this your first playthrough? Tis. Tis indeed. Oh, is it going around? Cool. Appreciate your speeder. Appreciate your speeder. Swoop. Out his piece. Now for the huge question, which one? See, I want to do that. I want to hit it like it's a jump. It's not a jump. I found this out a couple times already. You're starting to need a Spider-Man, so I can get you Spider-Man too. Not yet. I feel like if I'm not streaming it, I don't want to play it since you gifted it to me. You know what I mean? So like, I don't want to like not be showing it to everybody who could be watching it. You gave me Spider-Man. I feel like we should be playing Spider-Man in front of everybody. If you don't care, that gives me permission to play it offline, and that's a whole nother thing. I figured you would want to see it, so I didn't want to just be on it and not showing it off. Does that make sense? I feel like that'd be rude in the mug. I gave you that game, you ain't gonna let me play it, and then gonna let me see you play it. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels rude. All right, so now what do we need the advanced slicer for in here? Or is it outside? Oh, it looks like it's outside. Because it's 3 meters that way, so it's around the back. Good. Fine with you. Playing Spider-Man offline, just make sure you beat it. I mean, we are, that's for Black Wolf to decide. Hell yeah, Slice.
Slice it up.
Let's see. All right. So I like the little wires now, because then you see that literally one of these 5 is important.
Stream clip successful.
Appreciate you. All right, so let's get this one.
Nice.
Oh, dope. Dope. You speak for your people. I mean, deployed. I really do like the little stuff like this. Ooh, the sneaky trap ready to unlock. Hold up. Let me show that right now. I'm not even gonna finish that ladder. I'm not gonna finish going up the ladder. Nick sets a trap on alarm panels and other devices, knocking out the next enemy to use them. Bruh. We were talking about not using stealthy moves, but that seems super stealthy. So you can like, oh, you want to go mess with the alarm? Bet. I dare you. That's exciting. We need direct energy circuits so we can get the slicing kit upgrade, light-footed. Complete a smuggler contract, which I don't think we've gotten a smuggler contract yet. Blast down distracted enemies. I need to actually use the distraction ability so that I can blast people. Oh wait, no, I'm not thinking about distraction. I'm thinking about keep talking. So I need to start using fast talk. And then I need to use stun shot on enemies distracted by fast talk. Okay. Now what's up here? Ooh, another bowl for Nyx. Nah, that's just some treasure. Course weave. I'm not against the course weave though. It looked like a bowl, so I was like, maybe. Amber woven carpet trophy. Okay, new speeder trophy. I like a trophy. What's this? Oh, that's just a sit spot. These are cool, man. It's like these are nice little spaces that you can just like kind of relax and then just get a vibe. Just catch a vibe. Like you see this whole place doing cool stuff. Oh wait, they won't even let me put photo mode on this, bro. Talk about something that's perfect for photo mode. Is there a shortcut for photo mode? Because I'm trying to see it. Menus. On foot. Smoke bomb. Hollow leader. Fast talk. Whistle. Lock in. Lock in. Shoulder swap and shift. Did not know that. I forgot about that entirely. Play it offline if you like at some point. See you play it, but you can still play it offline. Okay, now that changes everything, because I will probably just install that on the Ally X and then just start getting some achievos, because that makes me happy. Appreciate you, man. Aggressive switch. What is that about? Nyx mode. What is Nyx mode, bro? I need to figure that out. I need that immediately, bro. Release, grappling hook. That's a lot of Keybinds. A lot of their not so hidden sitting spots that maybe you can use to be immune to enemy aggro and be able to decide location. Yep. Missed the sale. Oh, the sale's done. Rude. I'm enjoying this game highly. Common sense. Got it for May the 4th. Done mechanics on the game. Done for by Ubisoft. What? Which mechanics are you talking about? Let me open this back up. Let me see the store. Outlaws. Let's see. Ah, man, rude. Let me hit the browser. Let me see. So I'm curious if the Legends still works, because you still might be able to save $10. I like the idea of saving some money. Nope, standard edition still on sale for $35. No more arc raiders. Don't know what to do with my life. I mean, there's plenty of games to be played, fam. So yeah, you technically could get Ubisoft Plus for $18 and then have access to a bunch of the Ubisoft catalog, including Star Wars Outlaws and Avatar. Or you pop the $35 edition, you select that, you put it in the cart. Oh yeah, PC. Bet. Add the cart. Wandering speeder, ship keybinds are rough. I've not done a lot of the ship keybinds in a while, so I'm not sure. But which food mini game? The one you used with Nyx? I don't think I was mad at that. And then looked on Steam. I'm not even looking through Steam. I don't think I've seen it on Steam on a discount, but on Uplay, if you get it straight through Ubisoft, you put in the code Legend. It's on sale for $25 after the discount for the regular version, and then you can also put in code DeejayKnight and then support your boy in the process. But $25 for the game. So it's not that there's no discount. It's just that you have to get it straight through Ubisoft. I feel like considering how many games you have to get their launcher for, or third-party publisher launchers for on Steam, this is no big deal for me. Epic Games Store sale lasts until the 8th. Whose time zone? That's a valid point. I haven't even looked on there. So yeah, $25. Don't forget to use code DeejayKnight so you can support me while also, getting your $25 copy of the game. I feel like that's a dub, man. I feel like it's a dub personally, because I highly enjoy the game. Like, a lot of people are big mad about the game. I don't really mind. Like, I don't know. Now the wandering speeder, I do feel like it's not even that's a wandering speeder. I feel like one of the things that I noticed is that if you hit Y to bring the speeder to you, which is dope. That, to me, I don't mind the speeder being in different places when you can press a button and it just comes to you. The thing I would like to see is, once it becomes in a certain range, if it becomes in range of you being able to press a button to get on it, it should just stop. That's it. Because I feel like if I'm running towards it and I press Y, it'll come past me and then go back to where I pressed Y. That's minimal. That's minimal. Because then it just basically reminds me of just like, look, sit still.
Oh, hey.
That's a minor peeve to me, so I'm not mad at it. It's just more like, all right, cool, just, it's coming, stop moving. Okay, so we got the turn angle, responsiveness, let do it, or let me double check and make sure I don't have something better. Damage resistance. I like damage resistance, but also I feel like this is also, we have stuff that we can also upgrade the ship with, so let me not rush that straight to the speeder. I did already use the thing that I needed to hack for, so let me go see this trader. And then after we see the trader, we slide. But yeah, if that's one of the minor things that is frustrating about the game is long enough where I don't mind that.
Hey there.
Requests, what you got, bro? Robuma leather. Okay. So, I do love the fact that you can sell all valuables without selling the one thing in your inventory that you don't necessarily want to sell. That ring is important. Do I know how important yet? Nah, but I know it is. And I know I don't want to sell it yet. So I can randomly sell all of the valuable stuff and not sell the thing that could be important to the story. It's a minor thing, but it's a major thing at the same time. Actually, I think the ship is this way. To the right? Like on the other side of that? Yep, perfect. But yeah, I feel like if enough people... I feel like we could ping Ubisoft on social media and be like, hey, Ubi, fix this, man. Come on, bro. You know you need to fix this. And somebody will be like, all right, here's a valid point. And then work it in. Work it in there.
Ship looks fixed up.
Damn, look fancy, but They look fancy,
You're
man.
sure it'll fly, Waka?
She will. She probably will.
I don't like the probably, bro. You could have kept that probably part.
Sir Slaw.
What up, Sir Slaw? How you doing, fam? Good to see you. Appreciate you for stopping in, fam. You know the rules. You see a check them out. Sir Slaw's right there. Some other things should have fixed since they execute well in Assassin's Creed does to have different situations. Why do you keep telling me that, bro? I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. Rude. I mean, I understand that, Pure, but I haven't. I mean, as a matter of fact, let me check one thing. Yeah, fam. Just the fact that Black Flag exists and it didn't release till 2013, nah, son. Black Flag is like the best of the games, bro. So I'm not even with that. Uh-oh. What are the controls for this thing? Can I use this with the controller? Also, let me check something because the graphics are getting it right now. Graphics are
getting me.
Idio. When you planning on ending your season? Working through that command now? I was planning on doing it like I wanted to do it on the first, but like since we're having conversations about it, I didn't want to do it until we had completed conversations. V-Sync's on 240. I mean, it can go higher than that, but we said it there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? FSR 3. Biased. What's biased, dude? Scaling quality. We don't need ultra. Oh, that explains a lot. Like the little bit of issue that I've been having could have just been changed by not having it be on ultra quality. We don't need ultra anything. I'm down with just regular quality, bro. Wanna do it? Might want to limit the frame rate. I was thinking about limiting it, but also I wanted to make sure that we were in because of FSR 3. I do not care about it being in ultra quality. Crashed twice last night for no reason. Have you checked your driver updates? But yeah, I was trying not to limit the frame rate because I feel like limiting the frame rate doesn't really matter. Because right now it's on VSync. The monitor's got a high enough refresh rate where it should be fine. And then I just want to check in these. So like, we definitely do not need ultra quality for that. So let's see how this plays out. Ooh, hello.
Take it easy.
Do I want to change these controls? Yes, immediately. I don't think I need to use the controller for the ship though.
On the controls, okay? Appreciate the ship.
Right.
I see the stutter and don't appreciate it. Interesting that it wasn't stuttering on the planet. We get out in space, in the open space where you don't have to render as much, and now you want to wild out? Disrespectful, bro. Disrespectful. I feel like limiting it to 120 is not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. Keep. But let's find out. And then just put it to balance like we typically keep our FSR 3 games. I mean, there's a single player solo RPG game like this is a single player solo RPG.
Got it.
CRC to perform a role.
These coordinates aren't for the space station.
First, you'll need a way in.
The throttle, that's the throttle down.
They were hauling Sansana.
I wonder if it's loading something, because that's a lot of stuttering for nothing. And then it just stopped. Yeah, there was something loading in the background. There was something loading. Is that even a thing that we have to do? There we
What's
go.
with all this junk out here?
Thank the solar winds for that.
See the Destiny 2 Star Wars crossover trailer? No, I did not.
Can handle anything.
Like make my own character. I feel like that is the only thing that I've seen, like the biggest issue that I've seen people have with this game is that you didn't have control over the character. I feel like a lot of our games that we've been getting for Star Wars recently have had actors in the roles. They've had actors in the roles, but with the Star Wars being what it has been recently, think about how many shows they make. Having a custom character of yourself. All right, so I guess we got to do this again. I play Star Citizen. Lagging, what are you talking about? But having an actor who is widely known or not widely known that you can cast in a video game as a character allows you to then put that character in one of the Star Wars shows that exists. If you think about it, beyond the character customization aspect of it, to me, that is why we think about it. This, and then we got the Jedi Survivor games, also situations where you don't get the chance to customize your character, but bro is a widely known actor. I actually met him at the Ubisoft event that they had for the sequel to Jedi Survivor. Let me see if I can find it in here real quick, because it should be near this. Cancel. Let me go to the image in the gallery. It won't actually let me. I searched up Jedi and I gotta go look at the date. March. Okay. So now let me scroll through my gallery. There we go. I got to meet the Jedi. So yeah, there's a reason they cast him in a video game, because the show that they will inevitably put him in, think about it, you beat 2 games. Appreciate that follow, Anthony. You beat 2 games as a bomb-ass Jedi. When he inevitably shows up in a show, it is not going to be a surprise. It's going to be like, oh, initially it may be a surprise if you don't get it spoiled online. Him showing up in a show randomly is going to be dope. You having played this and then having her show up randomly is going to be dope. That is it. Now that she is in the universe as a character, then the sequel to Star Wars Outlaws can either give us the option to play as her or meet her. She's on our crew. And then they give players that customization. But I feel like a lot of it comes down to the specifics of like, hey, look, we make shows. We're trying to make sure that we get shows. Didn't realize it was going to be that nice of a sale, so the game is downloading now thanks to your influence. Hell yeah, Hat and Sandals. Appreciate you for believing in me. Thanks much. How's the game? I highly enjoy it, Mohawk Mark. What surprised me is if Rosario doesn't show up in the game as Ahsoka Tano.
Right?
Also, now that we got Mando, how dope would it be to randomly be in a game and have Mando show up in your game as himself? We're already seeing that these video game crossovers exist. So like, I'm expecting that at some point soon, we're going to start seeing these kind of crossovers. It's going to take a while to set up because, let's be real, we're talking about Disney, who put how many Avengers and hero movies together over 20 years and then made them somehow connect everything. And now we have video games that are at the quality visually of the movies. So we're going to get that. We have to have them start somewhere, though. They have to start somewhere. You have to have a character that you spend enough time with that you will recognize at a glance when they show up in a show. Like, you know what I'm surprised at? I'm surprised that Werner Herzog, the dude who is in Mando, like, give me the baby, hasn't shown up in any of the games yet. Because the minute that I see him, I know Mando's going to be somewhere nearby. And then Hondo from Clone Wars and Outlaws new DLC, and Hondo from Clone Wars and Rebels. Exactly. So, like, they're going to connect all these things. It's just going to take time to get everything connected.
That's our mark. Drop the cargo or die.
we needed. Don't let them hit.
Welka, I know. We have to fight. I can't get the cargo if they're firing on us.
Just protect the Trailblazer.
This is our lucky day. 2 ships to gut.
You sure?
Oh, come on. We were stealing this first.
Next. Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, the way people complain about it. Hold right click to activate pursuit mode, left click to fire. Oh, bro's almost done. You just gotta. There we go. No. No.
Yeah.
Bye.
Wow. This thing can move.
Goodbye.
Right. Now, let's
that.
get the rest of that cargo.
Yup. Where's the rest of the stuff that's out here in space that I gotta clean up? I like cleaning up my "you keep what you kill." If I may quote a little bit of Riddick, "You keep what you kill." All right, so it's gotta be over there. We went that far away from that ship? Sheesh, man. First person I've seen play this game? Well, welcome to the joy of it. Defiance game and TV show Triumph Worlds and Sci-Fi did was kind of the start. I mean, I feel like it's happened before that.
Tractor beam it up.
Let me remember the name of the game. Lance Reddick was in a video game. Not Hellboy, not Horizon Zero Dawn. Quantum Break. Oh my lord. Quantum Break is one of the best experiences that I've ever had. Quantum Break was a TV show and a video game. And the way that it worked was Quantum Break was one of the games that back when it kicked off, it was also Remedy. So let's not forget, we're talking about the Max Payne, Alan Wake Control team Remedy. Defiance did that. This also did that. I'm trying to remember if Defiance was first. Defiance may have been first. You may be right on that. But I feel like there's other ones that did it. Defiance was from 2013. So similar time frames, like 3 years beforehand. But like if you've seen, like, that's The Hobbit. I know this dude from a bunch of stuff I can't remember off the top of the head. But like, this was a game and a show. Appreciate the follow, Sammy. So like, the way the game was supposed to work was you would see an episode on TV, and then your yes, Iceman from the X-Men, and your gameplay would affect the next episode.
To get us here, every sacrifice that was made.
This game was absolutely amazing. And also, y'all know this dude.
It can't be changed.
He's been evil in just about everything I've seen him in. This was, it's called Quantum Break, Sammy. This game was one of those games that originally it was a TV show and a movie, and you basically, when you played the game after that week's episode, it was an episodic. You got to play the episode, and then your decisions were supposed to help change the episode that followed. It was fire. It was absolutely fire. There was a whole movie cutscenes as a part of this game. Like they literally had episodes of the show that were like afterwards. It was so fantastic. I have not played anything like it. And I sincerely hope they still have the movie or the TV show aspect of it, because
no one saw it coming.
I can't tell if that was CG or movie, because it looked good enough where it could have been movie, but it also looks like a video game. So this could just be video cutscene.
We never thought time.
There were live action segments, because also the premise of it was just
and take
Exemplary. Good lord. Ugh.
Because we take time for granted.
I think the company was named Monarch, which is the M on their heads.
But if I get another chance, I'll make sure things are different.
You're clear to engage with weapons.
Look at this. Look at this.
I'll save you.
Yeah, Defiance did this. This game did this. There was only a handful of experiences that did it. I sincerely wish we went back to this time frame in gaming because it was such a fantastic fucking show and game. Like, regardless of what people have to say about it, notice it is still very positive on here, bro. Like, I feel like I might still own it on Steam. Let me see if it's on Steam. Or was it on Xbox exclusive? Yeah, I owned it on Xbox, so I could play it on Xbox, but I'm gonna buy it again out of principle. As Dusk Falls. Ah, I didn't get that. Penitent. Or Pentiment. Yeah, let me just add that to the cart because I'm gonna cop that, like, for real. Wait. For $12. Oh, that's a different series of games. Would love to see a new Quantum Break now that Remedy has said all their games are tied to one timeline. Whoa. That tracks so hard. You know Defiance back? Yes, LJ. I don't know if I own the Defiance, but like I definitely it's not on Steam. Interesting. There's just no Defiance in here. Huh. But no, like Quantum Break was absolutely dope. Remedy still makes hits. Remedy is just what they do. Like, we still haven't played Alan Wake and Alan Wake 2. So for Halloween, we're probably going to be playing through the Alan Wakes. Through a launcher called Fox. Interesting.
And let's get out of here.
All right, so now that we're there, retrieve it. Pull up quick to retrieve it.
There. Got it.
Perfect. We now have Sensana on board.
Timed out, so it's going to be weird for a minute.
Coordinates in.
It's going to do the loading again.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Fuel station. Oh, dope. Alan Wake, one of my all-time faves. Alan Wake is fantastic. I just didn't do the new ones. You installing Quantum Break now? Smart.
Don't do anything suspicious.
Real smart.
You know what? I'm gonna disable the ship's weapons, just in case.
Why would you do that to me, bro? I need to see if Defiance has updated graphics, because if memory serves, it wasn't MMO. And y'all know how we like sci-fi MMOs.
Traitor, you are in unauthorized space. Turn around or prepare to be fired upon.
Negative. Our Darius G-class freighter ran into some trouble. Had to switch to this ship for your, cargo delivery. Of precious minerals. Precious, very legal minerals.
Follow the TIE escort into docking bay 3. Submit for inspection.
Inspection?
At least we're in, right? Elira, what are we stealing anyway?
Nothing. You're deleting debts. Every syndicate in Mirogana owes Governor Thornton money. The records are on that station.
So I find the data vault, delete the pipe debts, and Thornton thinks they've messed with his records.
Wipe the data.
It's a 2313 version. Ew.
Crimson Dawn comes out on top.
I mean, it's not necessarily bad. It's just I was hoping for it to have updated graphics.
Why do I feel like Elira's using us?
Because it's Crimson Dawn. She is.
That's what I get for tabbing out, but worth it because we got to have a pretty important discussion about Quantum Break. Because I'm so glad to even talk about Quantum Break again. That game is so fucking fantastic. So fantastic. Also, who's sending me Steam messages? You know I gotta tab out of this game and look at the Steam messages. Blackwolf, what you got? What you got? Just bought it? What? Quantum Break? It's $8, man. Like that's absolutely valid, fam. Like the most fantastic $8 I feel like you could probably spend in gaming, because Remedy. If you like Alan Wake or Control, fam, we never beat Control. Like once we have a solid week or two with no games that are just freshly released, we are gonna go through and beat Control, because I loved that game. We're gonna go through and beat the Alan Wakes probably around Halloween time frame for Alan Wake, but still, 2050 was so much worse than the original.
Okay.
Of Defiance?
Boxes of Sansana.
Good lord, what is the deal with the? Oh, I think I know what it is.
Sansana
Do this.
Millennium Space Station.
Interesting. Out of full screen, it already worked better. So let's full screen it again. How is it stuttering more and then I take off full screen and it's buttery smooth? What in the world? I think I need to check something, because maybe it's in the dedicated full screen. Like maybe that's the problem. Borderless window. Let's do that. Apply that.
What are we doing?
Borderless window to stuttering. What? Apply that. Keep. Cinematic display mode, full screen. I forgot these settings. Okay, so apply that. So I feel like popping out of full screen and popping back in is probably what changed things. Oh yeah, that did it. So having the frame rate set to as high as the monitor can go is a problem.
Crimson Dawn wasn't kidding. It's all here.
Okay, we got the improved accuracy. I like accuracy. Super cooling. We got burst. We got the accuracy. Go ahead and install that. Thanks. Thanks. Got me to all tab out of Old Republic. Double XP to the 15th.
Damn.
That was cool. Alright, so we need a blaster recirculator. Cool. Appearance. Now we do have the Lando blasters though. We could go with the Django or the Fett Man, or the Crimson Dawn. I do like the Crimson Dawn option, but like this one's fancier, bro. Like this one's engraved. I'm gonna rock that engraved for a little bit because of reasons. You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What up, bro?
Okay, this is a lot. You know it's not too late to just hand over the cargo and get out of here.
No, I need parts to fix my ship, and this is how I get them. We're doing this. We have to.
So you want me to just, what? Distract the imps while you find the data vault?
Oh, great idea, Waka. I'll sneak out in the cargo elevator.
All right.
I've been wondering when we're gonna actually get access to this, because I was like, this is a way to move somewhere, and they're not letting me do it yet.
And find a floor plan, unseen. The next job will be better.
Find the data vault. Don't raise the alarm. Can't save? Childish, bro.
Just a bit longer.
Remember, the pikes are not our guests. Feel no obligation to treat them as such.
This is gonna be tough. Get him, Nix.
I can't even like load the save.
What are you doing? You've alerted the station.
Oh, Waka's been arrested. I had the feeling they were gonna do that. All right, let me try to be slick one more time. I did want that box though, man. All right, so since she went that way and she's, I gotta go a different direction. So can we go back this way?
Just what?
Just what?
Anything you pikes brought to our door.
Childish.
Ridiculous. You want this move, you will create a legend.
All right, so now that she's over there, we can come over here with no problems. Ain't that about nothing, bro?
Remember, the pikes are not our guests. Feel no obligation to treat them as such.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
They're well named because they deflect. You understand, right?
Yes. Now about the shipment.
Here, it's easier to show you. Come inside. Check out the laser cannons. That's a Diamond LC-50.
The governor's a busy man. You know the
Oh shit. Can we stop this, or does it stop itself? Okay, I think it's just gonna go do what it does.
Hey,
do that.
open that vent.
Do that, little man. Put that stuff in my hand. What up, Zane? How you doing? All right, so once we get to this point in this mission, we're gonna slide because it is end of the stream hours.
We're in. Terminal will have a floor plan. Then we can find a data vault. You want that, Nix?
Whoever placed this silent shipment in the ventilation channel, please contact the maintenance crew. This has been left unattended. The results could have been disastrous, to say the least. All right, BRB. All right, we back. Boom, 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 boom. All right, what are we doing? I'm gonna press this button. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay. So just standing on here makes it move. Dope. I was worried.
Nix, the door.
Oh. Oh.
I understand increasing our credit flow, but is the risk really worth it?
You could always request a transfer.
I've considered it,
But you're getting used to the life the extra money affords, aren't you?
See something?
Thorn
Right.
makes it very difficult to leave.
That's our terminal.
Have you complete steps? We can't have pipes just wandering around. We can't have pipes just wandering around this station.
Yes, which is why we don't.
Hey, get him.
Tight operation.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll back here, bro. You can bring it to me, cause
Good job.
Where did this thing come from?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Get in there, Nix.
And them pockets, Nix.
Blast
Got
that
something,
little
bud?
critter!
Oh, I don't like any of this. I keep turning back this way. I think we need to be at that terminal. So let's try to put her to sleep real quick. sleep. Doom and Dark Ages Sergeant Awake, playing this Ghost Spirit DLC, so many games. Right. Really try to get into this game. What do you miss? 40 tanks of large. 40 large tanks of Bacta. Amount of gas. Beryllium. Or yeah, beryllium. Proteum. Frick. Bible Frick. Bible Frick is my favorite character in the entirety of this universe. I think. I don't know.
Hey, streamer.
Close the door, bro.
Hydrate.
I'm out of liquid, so I cannot hydrate right now, sadly. Oh, wait. The turn was over there. I'm very glad I put them to sleep, because there was no way I was going to be able to do it with them awake.
Data vault. It's in the maintenance bay. All right, let's get that door open.
Dope.
Hey, Kay. The officer's inspecting the goods. You found the files?
No, keep her busy.
I was just thinking. The Pikes run Miragana. Maybe instead of deleting their debts, you frame Crimson Dawn. Tell Gorak everything and get a big reward.
Double-cross Alira?
Think about it. What's stopping her from cashing in on your death mark?
Hey, I never told you about my death mark.
Word gets around, Kay. Oh, wait. She's coming back.
One of Solid 5 gameplay and it would have been peak. I mean, 2 developers could make that. 2. Like have to get some sleep. Hey, get some rest, man. Any reason for the bad token to be on stream? What bad token? Oh, that's yet another thing that decided that it wanted to be a problem. And I have to go to a page and refresh it because it's being silly.
This is a posture check. Streamer, stand up.
I am standing up. See? I feel like the problem with that, Marksman, is if we're holding every game to the best version of every other game, when are we ever going to enjoy games? Like, if you're holding this game to the same levels as you hold Metal Gear, bro, like, Metal Gear is almost a once-in-a-lifetime level game.
Chase it away.
Like, the level of company you need to make Metal Gear, there's like 2 of them. One of them is making the other Metal Gear that's coming out soon. Like, you need to be led by Hideo Kojima to make the best Metal Gear. So, like, does that mean that you need Hideo Kojima to make every stealth game? Like, that's a lot, man. That's a lot to put on any developer's head.
We have an inspection coming up soon.
Because that means nothing can be peak unless it's made by that dev team or that person. I feel that's unfair. It's unfair. We end up not enjoying anything because you're continuing to compare it to best in class. Nobody can make best in class. Not everybody has the capability, is a better way to say that. Everybody ain't able. Comparison is the thief of joy, literally. Because if you never played Metal Gear 5 and you played this, it was a solid game. But holding this game to Metal Gear 5's level of expectation is a lot. A whole lot.
Scanners seem to have picked up life forms on the fuel transport rail.
I'll send a team to investigate.
Okay, guess it's time to go.
Like to where? There we go. Remove small things like looting the bodies from the fight you just had, extra reward mechanic after winning a fight, things like that. That's minor though. Like, that just means that the enemies drop their stuff. Like, you still end up walking over people and picking stuff up.
Probably just a couple of station rats. Oh, that was close.
Like, that's a thing that can be added in, really. They lack depth by removing some of the hallmarks that made RPGs originally great. But that's the thing, like, it also has things that other RPGs don't have. If you're talking about this, like, you want looting bodies, but you also have the ability to use a pet that is most of the gameplay. There's a heavy point of using Nyx. So if we lose some of the things that we are used to having in the genre, I'm not mad at that because we've gained something that we otherwise don't have in the genre. It shouldn't be a place of have both, right? But like, even like, what are we missing from looting bodies? What are we getting other than, what do we gain by looting bodies in this particular game? Like, I would feel like I'm not mad at not looting bodies because we are, for the most part, in a game that, yes, you're a scoundrel and it would be nice to loot bodies, but is it a requirement? Reward mechanic for a fight. People drop weapons. People drop grenades. People drop, what is it? Weapons, grenades, the health packs. I do like the idea. I agree. I'm not saying that you're wrong for wanting a reward mechanic, but like, you don't keep the weapons though, right? No, because Han Solo. Do we see Han Solo use too many other weapons than a pistol and maybe a rifle? So maybe we give her a primary like rifle, but then we add in a whole nother tier of difficulty or work to the campaign by adding in the customization for that rifle. Because if you have the customization level that you have for the pistol, but you don't have that for other weapons, then that means that that weapon is now not as good. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have these things, but when we're talking about what would feel less Star Warsy with body looting, that's fair. But in my opinion, I feel like this game is basically a character that is like Han Solo without being Han Solo. And I can't say in my mind that Han would not pat pockets of somebody. Like, let me run your pockets real quick. So maybe if it was a thing where I don't feel like trying to loot a stormtrooper would do any good other than picking up their weapon. So I don't really care about that part. If you could loot an officer for more, that could be dope. But also, we are talking about a game where you don't even need to knock somebody out to get anything. The reward that you're talking about, you can get if you have an enemy that has pockets. Like, notice, not all of them can be stolen from, but look, this is the loot that we would normally get in a fight. We just sent Nyx to get it. We can get it while they're awake and then not even have to worry about taking them out. So it's straight off. It's not a great game. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think they were going for great. I think they were going for, and realistically, they probably had rules for going a certain level of detail into the game's creation. I don't think they were trying to get the best version of the game. I think they were gunning for about what they got. They got a good game that does what it's supposed to do, and I don't think we can be too mad at that, personally.
All right, distract him, Nyx.
What the? Strange.
Is it Disney? Yes. I feel a lot of things that they might have wanted to do were probably blocked by Disney. What up, Danny? Welcome back. But also, I don't know the specifics about whether or not they could have been blocked by Disney. But what I do know is I'm not mad at the game that it is. If I played Metal Gear and expected every game that had stealth to be the level of Metal Gear, we wouldn't have games because companies wouldn't make them. It would take too long. Just craving more. That is the sign that they've done something right. You just wanted more from what you got. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more from what you got. That's where they have the room to boost it up in a sequel, really. I would like to see them get a sequel for this.
Nix, get that button over there.
Because I think the game is enjoyable. There's just Splinter Cell. Literally, like there's like 2 primarily sneaking series of games. Metal Gear, Splinter Cell, there's a couple other ones, but like mostly those. Like Hitman, you can be sneaky in person without having to like do all the crouch type sneaking. But like, there's not a lot of them. And we don't need there to be a lot of them, but like, allow them to start somewhere, especially when we're considering that we're talking about a company that is notoriously difficult to work for. Like Disney will lock every idea down. Like, oh, you thought you were gonna do that? Nope. Bite me. Like that's a lot. Uh-oh, take that one off. Okay, so that one needs to move. So then we try, that one is in that group. Then we try one of these next, and then this, and then there. Yep. That. Somebody got 1K, you'll do 2K. Boss. Game design in general has become very business focused, streamlining systems. So it's bare bones in order to mitigate risk. Ubisoft is quite high up on that line of thinking. I'm not denying that, because that's gonna happen. When you want to actually sell games, you want to minimize risk. That just makes sense. But like, at the same time, man, as somebody who's worked for EA, I understand. Like, wholeheartedly, I understand. And realistically, the only way to solve that is to not have as many massive publishers. Really. Expected an open world game with choices. Instead, it's more stealth. How long did you play, Crusader? As you should all be well aware, the Intrepid will soon dock, and Admiral Veneer himself will grace us with his presence. Your orders of the service and refuel the Intrepid as swiftly and efficiently as possibly.
Phrasing?
Whilst drawing as little attention as possible to our secondary operations. So I feel like this and like one other segment are my mostly the largest segments of like stealth that I remember even experiencing in this game. Like this one and one other major one. The rest of them, like, we didn't have to stealth through. I think most of the stuff that I've done so far, I ended up going loud. Like, definitely moving into a time where businesses-led games are suffering, encouraging smaller, more nimble teams. I feel like it's not even that they're suffering. I think it's more just the larger the company, the more that they have to do as much as possible to put as much into the game, but also put the stuff that they know that people like in the game. Whereas smaller studios can just be like, hey man, look, I'm just trying to do this, which is where Baldur's Gate comes from. Like, they got their funding from the community, so they got to do what they wanted to do. I feel like we're going to look at indie and like Star Citizen and crowd-funded and self-funded experiences to get the best out of it. In order the game is stealth, the optimal way to play, yeah, but like every game has that. Like you could play through Metal Gear going loud and still have a great time as you would going stealth. So I don't know. Also, there is DLC coming out again soon, so if you beat the game, it's a good time. Like on the 15th, it's a good time to hop back in. Despite telling maintenance about the risk, the team on L Section 4 insists that the fuel rails are correctly adjusted. The excessive levels of pressurized steam makes the stormtroopers' lenses fog up. Our troops can't keep putting up these poor working conditions. If that's not addressed, I will elevate this issue to the section chief. There have been a lot of multi-100 million projects fail recently. It has really made the market shake in AAA and post-COVID drop in sales. I feel like anybody who expected sales to stay up where they were during COVID was silly. COVID was literally the most once in a lifetime experience that I could imagine at all. Because good Lord, like the world was at home. Like wherever are you going to get the world at home? So anybody who was just like, yeah, this is going to continue. No, people are going to leave home soon. Working from home is not the same as it was. It's just not, it's never going to be. So like that's poor decision making on their part to expect that the rise year over year was going to continue straight through COVID. That's silly. And I am saddened to hear that anybody planned on that.
There?
That's absolutely ridiculous. This might be a bad idea. Damn it! I hadn't even left, bro. Didn't think that deep. I don't think banks and investors think that deep. They see lines go up and want more. Pretty much. That's why I am such a big fan of indie games. Really. If you've been in this channel a decent amount of time, you may have noticed that we play a lot of Star Citizen and EliteDangerous. Both of those games were funded by crowdfunding and the studios themselves. Both of them were kickstarted. Those are the largest two games that I've played. And then No Man's Sky is next on that list. And No Man's Sky, while not crowdfunded, they did get support from Sony. They got support from Sony and then continued to make their game dope. I followed that for a long time too. Yeah, it's like, but like, it's like being mad at a dev studio for not doing what Star Citizen is doing, right? Like, not everybody has the capability of doing it. Star Citizen's existence is solely because they are funding that game through the community. If it was underneath a major publisher, they would have had to push something years ago. They would have had to go live, and then it would have sucked, and people would have been mad at it, and then they would have been livid at the game and not the publisher. So I don't know, man. I'm always torn on being frustrated with game studios for doing enough as much as they could get away with, and then also not expecting things to change. Expecting every company to do the same thing the same way, that's impossible. The development team that is at Cloud Imperium is such a, not flash in the pan, but like such a rare occurrence that you get a ton of people who are excellent at a specific genre or a specific engine that another company is like, hey, look, let me give all y'all new jobs. What? Huh? No matter what they do, people will be angry. It's never a win, pretty much. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people will not. The people will appreciate the end product of Star Citizen and not care as much about the journey. Because the journey to getting Star Citizen done is such a rare occurrence, and people being mad because things aren't going exactly the way they want. People being livid that it wasn't done. But like the people who didn't find out about it during the time it was being made in that way won't care, because it'll be like, bro, this game is great. This is fantastic. Base our creations on the success of others. The damaging part of the industry is heavy marketing, driving sales and business, making investment, encouraging risk mitigation. It means that design is based on poor design now. And people aren't exposed to some of the OG design made 2004 games so great. I feel like there's a part of that, but there's also a part of it that is, you can't sleep on, that nostalgia plays a lot into the games that we love from back in the day. You gotta admit that nostalgia is a heavy aspect of why we dig games from like 2003, 2004, right? But at the same time, I feel like games like Knights of the Old Republic, such a rare level dub that you have no choice but to appreciate what BioWare did with that game and that EA let them do with that game. It's also the reason that I'm frustrated that they were made to make Anthem what it was, because I feel like Anthem was so dope. Anthem could have been so much better with the 2.0 that they were making and then were not allowed to put out. You take a developer who's fantastic at making single-player RPGs and you make them make an online live service game, of course it's not going to go as well as people want it to. Just not gonna. Hurry up.
I need a break.
That was clutch. Teams Hyenas for Creative Assembly. Most expensive Sega game didn't even come out. That sucks. They included so much, right? I was so excited for that. So much potential. Right, the game was absolutely amazing. Absolutely. No questions. There was no question that the gameplay was fantastic. I think we just ended up getting in the situation where they were like, nah, we put too much money into it now. We're not going to put anything else into it. Like, what? You already put the money into it. It's already out. Put a little bit more and make it even better. Like, what are you doing? I will never forgive them for that. First things first, trap that.
Disable that alarm, okay? Go put on a show next.
So weird, saw bad reviews. Never anything about the gameplay was bad. That's all I care about. For me, I highly enjoyed this game. Like, highly. Is it perfect? No game is perfect. But I'm having a good time. For me, that is the most important part of it. It's such good flying, locomotion, effects, sound, world building, graphics. It had some great ingredients. It was the perfect cocktail of video games.
Distraction.
I was a leaderboard for Killing the Dragon for the houses. I don't even know.
Come on, just shoot it. That's odd. Go away.
I'm asleep. Sorry, not sorry, lady. What up, App? Good to see you, fam. It's been a minute.
The data vault.
Okay, let's see. Sally, she's not the dev team. That's the issues, deadlines, and whatnot from the publisher. Oh, we have not forgotten that part. Finally got your PC. Need more RAM to run Star Citizen. Watch you play got me to want to buy. Dope. How much do you have? She punched the helmet.
Okay.
We have seen people in the Star Wars movies punch stormtroopers. That is not unheard of. Won my first MMA fight.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, fam. Congrats. Winning MMA fights out here. How do your hands not hurt from punching trooper armor? Ask the myriad people in the Star Wars movies that have punched stormtroopers.
Files are impossible to understand.
What are you? One of Thornton's guys?
Whoa. Yes?
No, you are an intruder. And if you don't want me to sound the alarm, you'll get me out of here.
I'm sorry, you are?
Boss,
TKO second round.
Damn.
Do work.
Fancy name for a prisoner.
I thought
How do your
prisoners
hands
were
not hurt?
usually
If you're talking about the
in, you know,
overall
cells.
leaderboards, there we go.
Creative punishment.
Captains are in the lead, barely. House of Rackets is right behind them. Jedi's behind both of them.
Shady deals. They all go through me.
Okay, we gotta hurry this up. Just pick who you want to pin this on.
16 gigs need a little bit more. I feel like with 16 gigs you could play it.
And I'll get you out of here.
What's your GPU?
What do you need?
Right the pikes, bro.
All right, Boss Knock. Wipe all the peg.
I've been doing well, fam. Thanks for asking. How about yourself? Isn't it like hard plastic? Yes. At least I imagine so. So your hands should be problematic after punching a stormtrooper, but video games.
Extraction cruiser.
I've had a long time to plan this, intruder. Get it moving from that terminal behind you.
Okay, Boss Knock. What do I do?
Call the cargo elevator.
Call the cargo elevator.
You did it, intruder. It's moving.
Great. And my name is
Are you playing
Kay.
these missions first? This is my first time. I have not finished this game. I feel like while I enjoy playing video games and I will play a lot of video games, if I hear nothing but negativity from a good amount of the audience, if we play a game and a third of the things I see are just like,
ew, this game is cheeks.
From my mental health, I'm just gonna stop. I could have translated to the animation a bit, but not a big deal. I mean, that would have been nice if like you throw a hook and then she's just like, ow. That'd be nice.
Nix, it's showtime.
Someone blocked it. Oh well.
Good, living life. To the fullest, working for yourself after you get the trade. Hell yeah. Congrats, fam. That's what I'm talking about. Do work. Game dev person, so a critic think a ton of games. Don't mean to be a downer. You're fine, Jester. I taught game design for some years, so it's not a situation where I am butting heads with you like negatively. It's more just that like I like these kind of conversations because like it allows us to think a little deeper into a lot of the conversations that we normally have on games. Like that's part of the reason why I'm even here on Twitch is because I enjoy having the conversation with people about like, hey, look, this is the stuff that some people never actually get the chance to think about or talk about, right? So like there's a lot that goes into it. When we stop game design, streaming full time.
I thought you had this all planned out.
If you've ever heard of Full Sail University, I taught people game design there for like 4 years. I worked at EA as an interface designer on Madden. I worked on a couple of indie games, and literally in 2016, while I enjoyed teaching people how to make games, being an entertainer has been a dream of mine for my whole life. So being able to live that dream is an absolute honor, and I am regularly telling this community how honored I am that people want to support it all, because that's how I get to remain a full-time entertainer. Let's see someone to fight. Hey, hell yeah, fam, do that. Do that. My answer is the same as the TikTok. But yeah, we actually wanted to do some game design streams because I've never used Unreal 5, and I'm not necessarily good at C++, but I do understand code, so I feel like it might not be a bad idea to get into some Unreal 5, just play around with it, see what we can do, like make something silly. Because I feel like multiple games have come out that were people just like making something that didn't, I don't know if they intended to get paid, but like they did weird stuff.
I'm coming.
Like Only Up type stuff. Like Only Up, I feel like they designed Only Up and they kind of left it where it was. So like to see it continue is kind of dope. Smash Blueprint, Unreal 5. Don't need to dive to C++ for logic. Oh, I'm actually excited to try the blueprints. Ooh, nope. Like I know about blueprints, and I got to kind of go do some little stuff in blueprints, but I never actually got to do a lot. So I'm very intrigued and excited to play around with them. Because I feel like if I can do C#, I should be able to handle blueprints no problems. It's just about getting into it and do it anyways. Full project use it without diving into code at all. Oh, then we might get into getting some made for stream soon. That's right, stealth on them Imperial officers, bro. But yeah, like Only Up, I feel like there's some screamy games like where they actually use your mic.
What? I'm not leaving my stuff here. Hey, the other door didn't open. You sure you pushed the right button?
Some of the Star Wars Unreal, great for walking around some of the holodeck models.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, what you do? I'm falling.
I don't know what happened. I pushed a button.
Find me, intruder. You have to get down here.
How would he even be able to set off the alarm, really?
Hey,
so part of me is mad at her because like how would he even set off the alarm as a little, like he's like Crag in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Bosnock, you there? Uh-oh.
I asked what you're doing here.
You know, this is why you were never gonna get that promotion. You can't keep your nose out of other people's business.
How did you even get down here?
Would you like to know?
You're running 4060. Dope. I feel like you should be able to play Star Citizen. It's just not going to be optimal. As long as you have an SSD, I feel like that is the most important part. Does it come to speak to you? So maybe.
I'm not letting you out of my sight.
I would throw a grenade if it wasn't for the idea of Bosnock getting. No, we don't. How did y'all even get here, bro? Mind your business. Get you some. No alarms. No, you don't. Love to see an Andor immersive Star Wars game. Same. Find a way to take him down, intruder. Stun shot doesn't KO enemies. I don't think it stuns them. It just more like, I mean, it doesn't knock them out, just stuns them. Like, and you can knock them out. I wonder if that's an upgrade since they have so many upgrades in this. Didn't she tell her name like twice disrespectful? Yeah. He just rude. He just rude. Rude.
Sounds like you need to override the cargo authorization.
I heard. Where's the hangar control bay?
Up ahead.
This is the longest enemy, bro. Like this felt like it was supposed to be just like, all right, cool, go in here, do some things. It's like, no, like go in here, do a thing, and then flip the bird, and then like do 3 backflips, and then do a cartwheel, and then while you're doing the cartwheel, like flip the bird, and then do like 3 more cartwheel birds, and then you good. How did I accidentally do that? That's what I get for pressing buttons when I should have just been crouched and quiet.
Damn.
Got. That's what I get. I was trying to like sit and like make sure I was double checking on my crouch. Like, let me make sure I'm over here low key, like hiding behind this crate so I don't have to get served.
You played yourself.
I really did. You're not wrong. It hurts. It hurts.
Move, trooper. There's a possible intruder near the cargo bay. Over here.
Use a bit of firing practice.
See, that's all I have to do is just sit, wait. They were gonna dip. And we'd have been fine. But no, I had to be silly. Swarthy Pretense, that is a name. All right, so this is one of my favorite parts about this game. Just being able to use Nix to do stuff like this. Get his attention, Nix. He ain't worried about me. Or she ain't worried about me. Get it. Alright, so we have one over there. Okay, so like maybe, how many people are in here?
Someone nearby?
Just them two, it looks like. Can I look-y get over here and then I get talked to? Oh, fudge. Oh, no. So if I send him over there to distract bro.
It's showtime, buddy.
While he's over there, he's on that terminal. I get to run over here. Bust her dome up. was not even looking this way. Hurry up, stay looking that way. Get knocked out. Get knocked out. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. It's on the data pad.
Ensign, thank you for your report regarding elements of corruption on fuel station Vasavi. I've reviewed the evidence and I agree it looks bad. I've asked Captain Volo to relieve you so that you can meet with my commission in Morgana and deliver your testimony in person. I see great things ahead of you, before you.
Governor Thornton, done. The game came out. What game? Shifty? What happened? What am I missing? You know what? Let me fall back. I want to do something. I'm trying to rob her real quick. See your pockets, man. Run in pockets a little bit. Give me those. Iron Mike with his prime has nothing on this girl. With the skills like hers, the fight will be over by round 2. I mean, it bees like that, man. Sometimes you gotta acknowledge hands when you see them. It's totally ludicrous that you think you can fight with Kate. Kate will throw every hand at you, and there's nothing you can do about it. It'll be a decisive victory. Nobody better show this to Mike Tyson, because the last thing I need is Iron Mike trying to throw hands at me out of principle. Don't even do it.
We're not getting through that hangar with all those troopers.
Don't do it.
Maybe we
What's the
can
comm link for? Updating stuff. It's Spinal. Or if we're talking about Killer Instincts.
Spinal. Orchid. TJ combo.
You got options. Pick one. All right, so those are the right icons, wrong places. So try that. There. Wrong places. All right, so on the bright side, we know this is last. How did I put that in the same spot twice? Disrespectful. So let's kick off with this, and this, then this. Perfect. Boom. Approve cargo shipment. Activate evacuation protocol.
Okay. Biological sample to be shipped. That should work.
Now, should we do both of them? Distract the Imperials. I mean, dipping might work. Like, sending everybody out of here might be a good idea. You know what I'm saying? That evacuation protocol does seem like a pretty solid way to distract people. So there it is. Done.
Stormtroopers are clearing out down there. This is our chance next. Let's get back to the ship. You okay, Nix? We'll be fine, buddy. Hey.
I don't know what it is, but I want you to get it so I don't have to go over there. Appreciate it. Thanks. Transparent steel. They be coming up with some names in Star Wars, boy. Transparent steel. How are you mixing like 18 different words? Transparent Paraguayan steel from Paraguay. You'll enjoy it. Like. I love the fact that the beats.
Hi there. Next stop him.
Why am I on this? No, thank you.
Waka, drop the cargo ramp. Let us in.
Us? Who's us?
Just open the ramp.
Something's wrong. It's jammed. I'll fix it.
Nothing jammed but your face, my boy. Full of lasers. Jam that face full of lasers immediately, my boy. See, ionized enemies can be taken down with a melee action. They want you to smack people.
You want to live through this, you'll get that thing open.
It's not my fault. I told you she wasn't ready.
Just figure it out. Shield won't break. There's a lot of
Not
troopers
far
out
enough.
here.
I get it. Just don't let them hurt the trailblazer.
Come on. I'm very glad that Stormtrooper aim is Stormtrooper aim no matter where you are.
Ramps down. Get that cargo on board.
Yoink! Out of this piece. Uh-oh.
No, no, that was our way out.
Then we'll make another one.
Use the boosters. Get us out of here. They're locking us in, Kay.
We can make it.
Oh no! Oh no! That's not the move. Roll! Roll!
Farron, that was our only shot.
That's what I get for pressing E. Trying to roll with E and it's like not the E key.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I did. All right, so one thing I have to do is it this? No?
They're locking us in, Kay.
We can make it.
I hate that so much. There we go. Let me change this right now because I'm gonna be absolutely flabbergasted moving forward without making adjustments on this because dodge left and right need to be Q into E. Q is fire missile, or I could just make it something else because it can't be like roll left and right being Z and C is silly. Roll left. Yeah. Swap them. I do like that. That could be work. That could work. So then Z is the dodge and C is the dodge, and then D and A. Thank goodness. It's gonna be weird, but like it's gonna be better than what it was, man. Because that was a lot.
Good. Not yet. We aren't. Ties are still on us.
Oh, we need
Oh
to
yeah,
get
that's
away from
much
this station.
better.
Fly back through
I
the
could deal
debris
with this.
field. Ties hate it in there.
Make another one. Open Blender and use the square to subtract from object. I mean, it's like that. Oh, see this? Yeah, this is how it's supposed to work.
We get over there, wipe its data, the imps forget all about us.
Right, okay. Guess I'll need to take out these ties first.
They're shooting at us.
Oh, come on.
Okay, tilt this bang. Oh yeah, so much better. Just one simple adjustment on the keybinds and immediately better. My flight is going to be so much better entirely. Bro's finished. Bro's cooked. He just don't know it yet.
Trailblazer's been hit.
How dare you?
The Trailblazer's been hit. Our ship has been knocked. Oh no. Bye.
Can't slice that relay with these ties on us.
I'm on it. Shields restored.
Let's see. Which button was the missile? F was repair. Q is the missile. Cool. I didn't lock. Crap.
We're taking fire.
Boost a little bit. Not a lot of it, a little bit. This is gonna suck. Oops. I do like that the debris gets knocked around.
Got it.
Come on.
They're shooting at us.
Not anymore.
That's it. We've lost them.
Yoink.
We did it.
Yoink.
We did it.
Never tell me the odds.
Who's this guy in the jar?
That's the guy in the jar.
Bosnock. Good. Yeah.
A lot of detail in the starship combat. Yeah, I feel like it's just the controls that knocked it initially.
Uninterrupted.
Like by just switching that, I'm already more comfortable with this. Look at me trying to dock an EliteDangerous. Jokes.
Okay, are we good?
We're all clear. Let's get back to Maragana. Quick.
Do we need to get back to Maragana though? Let me check this journal real quick, because maybe it's something over here that we need to grab real quick. You know what I mean? That's the Shard Orbit, Ren Poly Station. Oh no, we can't go there? Rude. Show a map. Let me see. Was that Ren Poly Station we were just at? I don't know. I think it was something else, a T something. This alone just made this so much better. So much better. Wait, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? Is that just Miragana? I think that's Miragana. We're not worried about that yet.
You all good back there, Boss Dog?
Oh yeah, been a while since I felt a rush like that. You guys do this a lot?
Maybe.
So, is this guy joining our crew, or...?
We're not a crew, and no, he is not.
Rude. I didn't want to go to Miragana yet, man. Is that how we get there? Yeah. Rude. Probably being treasure. Yeah, you can find stuff up here if you look for it. But yeah, TLDR, the game is great. See, now this would be dope. This, I feel like they've been watching a lot of Star Citizen for this. Because Starfield doesn't even do this, where it goes from space into the place that you're landing. But it does feel very Star Wars, but it also feels very Star Citizen. The cloud cover is very thick. Told you there'd be cookies on this mission. We never deny the possibility of cookies. Oh yeah, that's dope. That's... Look at Star Citizen having effects on devs making space games. All right, so now we save once we get off the ship because apparently they won't let us save standing there.
Right. Lyra better be impressed.
Nice, we actually have the ship here now, so we can actually get ship upgrades.
Ship parts available.
It's right here. What do you mean unavailable? It's literally right here.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll let you play Sabak. However it is you do that.
Do I have to finish this part of the mission before we save? Like, bro, we're already done with this. Come on, man, let me save. Good Star Wars immersion, true facts. Well, it's great for DJ, but can be not great for someone who also just depends on what you're looking for in a game you're into. Talking about cookies? Or what?
Kay, how's it going?
I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you any good at Sabak?
What? Yeah, I'm from Canto Bight.
Good. I got some high rollers looking for a challenge at McCall's.
Will Thrive living in the Star Wars universe? Hey, I hope that for you. That it becomes at least not the Imperial part, but like the rest of it. I hope we get there. We can get to experience it. Partially selfishly, partially not. Because I also would like to see that universe in existence. If you've never been, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, worth every minute. Every minute. Every minute. All right, is it on this level or a level below? I think it's gonna be on this level. Oh yes, it's the... Hold on, man, can I just like fast travel over there? Like, no, they locked the fast travel points. So it is one of these like, no, you gotta work your way to me real quick missions. I'm not gonna let you jog it out and fast travel. You better walk over here. No cookies for you. Said you, this game is great. From replying to that comment you made, that's fair. But I do want cookies now. Luckily there's cake in the kitchen, so we're gonna have some cake tonight. I'm excited about it. Do I have to go behind the bar or no? She right there, she right there, she right there, she right there.
You get it done? Yes. There's something else. What is it? Thornton's bookkeeper is on my ship. He's looking for protection. Knows every deal the governor's made in Miragana.
That is unexpected. I'll send a contact to pick him up right away.
So, do I finally get to hear all of Crimson Dawn's secrets?
Just one. The bounty hunter who's been chasing your death mark? Her name's Vale, and she's got a rep.
Huh. Guess that means I have a rep too.
In this line of work, it pays to be anonymous.
Fair enough.
Waka, Boznok's getting picked up, and I got paid. What's the next part you need? I can't stay on this moon any longer.
Yeah. One thing at a time here. Before we get fixing the hyperdrive, you need to upgrade your speeder.
Oh, come on, Waka. I already did that.
I did already do that.
Well, you'll see. Come meet me at the Marketplace Cantina. It's more private than McCall's.
Oh, she's Pike?
Okay.
Okay, no, that's just my updated rating with Pike.
You know what that means?
That I need to get off to Shara fast?
That part.
It means more work. I got a nice curated list of jobs here for you. And I'm not the only one. Lots more people will hire you now.
Oh, thanks, Dunka.
Dunka Shane. That was obviously a purposeful name choice. I don't want her to save over the orbit. Save. I will save over this autosave though. Yup. All right, cool. It's time to slide, fam. I would love to stick around, but it's already an hour over what I was intending to be here for, because 6 p.m. being the stream end time. It's time to slide. But we're getting ready to slide on out, and we didn't rate anybody yesterday, so we're gonna rate somebody today. Let's see if we can find somebody who's on and wanting to hang out with the Night Corps for reasons. All right, let me see. Also, as always, fam, if you followed, cheered, tipped, subbed, resubbed, lurked, rated, or gifted subs, or threw diamonds, or whatever you could possibly do to support this channel, specifically why I lead with lurk, you are a beast. You didn't have to lurk. I appreciate the support. Thank you for it. It means a ton to me. And you are the reason that I get to remain a full-time entertainer. Thank you so much for that support. Now, let me go find somebody to drop some love on to real quick, so that we can spread the love. We got a lot of love today. I want to make sure we move it forward. Spread the love. Spread the love. And also, don't forget, pop your stream open now and then type in the name of the stream, but don't press enter, so that we can make sure that you get your last evening. What I'm imagining is going to be the last evening of points in the guilds. Let's get ready to slide out here and see where we go from there. But I greatly appreciate you. Your presence is a present. I appreciate the gift. Thank you so much for showing your face in here. It means a ton to me, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We're going to be back with some more likely EliteDangerous. Maybe continuing this, depending on if the fam want to come keep watching it. But we do still need to finish South of Midnight, Clear Obscure Expedition 33, and now this, apparently. And then we also still have Elite, and I feel like we're going to get into some Star Citizen soon. So we got a lot of cool stuff. And also, I feel like we're going to start fundraising. And if we're going to start fundraising for some St. Jude action, I feel like a good idea for the fundraising would probably be a little bit of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Crowd control. We haven't used crowd control in a while, and I'm with it. I am a big fan of the crowd control. You know I am. I am offended. I'm not offended. If you're offended by crowd control, why? Crowd control is great. You get to support your boy and charity at the same damn time. So let's go show some love to Daniel the Demon, who's currently rocking out on his first day of St. Jude, and he just got started. So let's go show some love to Daniel the Demon. I'm DeejayKnight. If you've enjoyed this stream and you haven't hit the subscription over if you're on YouTube, or the follow on TikTok and Twitch, why? Do it. We'd love to see you in a future broadcast. Literally, like tomorrow. Appreciate you. Love your faces. Love your butts. We'll see you soon. Let's go show some love to Daniel the Demon. I'm out of here, fam.
I'm speaking like a bad donkey, okay?